You produce that?
Yeah, me and my engineer.
This
did
whole
that.
album, we produced the whole album from start to end.
One of them J. Cole niggas, man. Niggas be on it, man.
That was fine.
Produced the shit, directed the videos, edited the videos.
Yeah,
Like, he does all
you're
of
really hands on everything.
Pause.
Bro. Like,
Pause. Super pause.
Super pause.
Yeah, man. Real pause.
Oh, Christ. That's right. He on point.
Yes, he played.
He played.
He played again. We playing all day now. We playing all day.
Like Jesus.
But a lot of the tracks, it's not like revolving around like topics. I feel like it's like you're living in your revenge. Mm-hmm. It's like every go round, it's like I'm getting revenge for all the times they didn't listen, every time they didn't believe, every time I invested in something and these motherfuckers just took the money and ran. I'm getting So it's that's why the title is
What, Not Now I'm Busy?
Yeah.
Not Now I'm Busy has been my life for the last couple years, you know what I mean? So like, you know, being busy in the sense of like not being able to have time to do a lot of shit that I need to do, like, you know, like even for my kids or like, you know what I'm saying, just like, you know, being one man, just balancing so much shit, you know what I mean? And it almost feels like I don't have time for nothing, you know what I'm saying? But also there's a double message in the album, you know what I'm saying, where, you know, I say that I almost got too busy to where, you know, that, you know, I failed to you know, realize that I failed to realize the truth, and the truth is that, you know, I've been fucked over, backstabbed, you know, by a lot of the people that I love and people that did me wrong and dirty, and you know, the album is, you know, I had to kill my old self to become the new version of who I am, but the new version of who I am, you know, isn't a good person.
Right.
It's like I grew backwards. You know, some people learn from their mistakes and then they grow and then they become, you know, enlightened and then they make better decisions and they become good people. It's almost like, you know, I was all of that before, but I've been fucked over so much that I just turned cold. So now the new nigga is on some fuck you. The new nigga is on some Savageville shit. Like, the new me is on some like fuck you. That's why the cover is just me, like just staring at the camera of blood. And the blood is a representation of the old me that I killed. Like, I literally killed my old self. And that the old self was a nigga you could take advantage of, the nigga who you could do dirty, the nigga who, you know, would give you chances and nigga, all of that. So it's like the new nigga that I am is like on some fuck you shit. You feel me? Like, it's not positive. You feel me? Like, that's where I'm at with it now.
So you became more cynical, more
heartless.
How does that affect the people around you? The people you still care about?
Oh, fuck, that's terrible.
I want to hear.
Nah, I'm loyal to the people around me. To the people around me, you don't have to really see that side of me. I'm not like that to the people that I love and care about. You feel me?
Right.
I just don't have patience anymore. You know, I'm quick. I'm like quick to react now. Like before, I was like more like give chances and like, you know, I'm trying to see the good in people. But now I'm just on some.
The tolerance level just down.
Yeah,
100%.
That's all.
It happens.
Yeah,
it happens.
But how you control that though?
How do you control it?
Yeah, how you
can't
control it?
control
You
it.
can't control that.
Listen. When you in an industry where they find some value in who you are through your talent,
Right.
my apologies. There's so many people that just like, yo, let me see how I can get in and figure out how to get this off of him, or figure out how to, maybe I could get some light doing this, or I could sneak in. And you know what I mean? There's so many finaglers.
Everything is strategy. You know what I'm saying?
Like
we in the era of the scammers. There's so many
every
fucking
industry. That's every industry.
Well, hold on. When you wear a face, though, it's a little bit different, especially like an artist, because an artist, a face in the forefront of something. You're not like, it's not every industry per se. It's like when you're an artist, you're a target.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff is under assumption, right?
The approach that they'll take because you're the face is maybe a different approach, but it's still the same tactic.
Yeah, somebody's a big homie, you to death. Big homie, big homie, big homie.
Yeah, there's always going to be somebody who's trying
big homie.
There's always somebody who wants to get by, and misuse the person that they're dealing with. It's one thing of being used, it's another thing to be misused. What I'm hearing is a lot of misuse. People who want from you but don't give back. People who want and just want to keep taking and don't care where it leaves you.
That's right.
Everybody's entitled to do what's best for them. The line, I believe, comes when you do what's best for you, that's cutting somebody else's throat.
Right.
I think that's where the line should always be.
Or expectation, or
would-
someone who feels entitled.
Entitled.
They don't even have to do
Entitled
that.
is
They just feel
something-
entitled.
But the entitlement doesn't leave any room open for the other person. If I'm entitled, then I'm doing what's best for me with no concern and no
Of course,
regard for you.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
what Broski was all about.
That's
Yeah.
what Rosie
Yeah.
was about.
You know, Broski
That
was
record-
Broski was all about. That was a very personal record, to me, right? And
That's
it's
that's on the album.
personal.
Yeah.
Broski was a record that Broski was like my fuck you, like, and I knew that when I put it out, I knew it was gonna do exactly what it did. And it's like, if you are a broski, you're gonna feel like shit, right? Because you got the whole world.
You're gonna know who you
got
are.
the whole world commenting, sharing, liking, you know, just agreeing, you know, and having their own little stories of the people that they've encountered that were broskis. You know what I'm saying? So if you are a broski, and I was talking to you, and you know I was talking to you, you forced to watch that video and like think about yourself. You feel me? Without me having to tell you,
But
without
it's
me
real.
having to tell you, you a piece of shit, right? I figured out a way to tell you that you a piece of shit without telling you that you a
Bruh,
piece
that
of shit.
shit hit home so much. I got homies that I done put my freedom on the line for plenty of times, that seen where I made it and they came back around, and you know, you have survivor's remorse in the beginning when you have success. And you're like, yo, we going over here, man, don't worry. After a while, the entitlement sets in. And after a while, it's like, yo, just give me this.
Yep.
And I'm going to go, all right, so let's be 50-50 partners. Nah, just give it. And then if you like, yo, bro, I don't like the way this is going. And they start going around, just spreading dirt on your name. And
You're a bad guy.
you ain't shit, and you don't want to see me win, and and all types of crazy shit. And I'm like, yo, what? Listening to you rap this record, I'm like, yo, this is a fucking sickness. It's like an epidemic out here.
And anybody that's ever experienced any type of success has had a broski at some point. And if you haven't yet, you will encounter one.
Yeah,
And it's gonna come from somebody who's super close to you too. You know?
super close, super close. That one really hit home. That one really.
Not yet, thankfully.
Good.
Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Thankfully.
The crazy thing is though, is like, as he got more successful, or that's where you start seeing it, because now everybody look at it like, what am I in this situation for, right? So a lot of people don't know how to deal with that, you know. So the entitlement kick in, then you got the trying to appease and keep everybody happy, right? So in the process of trying to keep everybody happy, someone's, you know, you're giving your hand, they're taking your arm, you know what I mean? Every
Right.
time,
Right.
you know. And so I think this whole project for him has been like a discovery, because he actually did a project, scrapped it, and said, "No, fuck that." Well, first off, I'm gonna take responsibility for this. The first project, I was trying to tell him, "Yo, I think this record we should go this record," and then as he got it complete, he said, "No, fuck you, I'm not doing this." I said, "What?"
Wow.
Yo, and we had crazy features on this shit too, right? And I'm like, all right, so what we doing? He goes, bro, I gotta do me on this one. Like, I gotta do what I need.
What's the crazy features? Because we need details. They're gonna want details. Like what are you putting to the side that's so crazy?
No.
The reason why I can't say it is because I still plan on using those features.
Yeah,
I don't
so
want
it's like,
to-
we
I'm
gotta,
not-
we gotta,
okay.
I'm
And
not
they'll be
gonna,
like-
I'm not disregarding them. I'm
and
not trashing
I'm not gonna
them.
name
I
drop
just
and
gotta
shit,
put-
but look,
you
we got
feel
some
me?
dope things. You know what I'm saying on this,
Right.
and there was a strategy for it. There was a reason why we did it. All of that, right? All right, cool. He goes, nah, fuck that. He goes, this one right here, like, I got some shit I gotta get off. I was like, all right. I'm like, I'm with you. Whatever you want to do.
Why was this the time for that? Specifically.
Because
Yeah,
I
what-
think that this,
Because this is 2020.
yeah,
Two.
this is when I started creating the project. So, but when I decided to flip it up was in around 2023, and this is what I was experiencing, like what I was experiencing at the all-time high. You feel me? So like,
So this is in real time.
It was like compounded, bro. It's like you're building. You gotta remember, like, signed to records 2016, 2018, right? So they already assume you crazy rich. You're already at a record label. You're already buzzing, right?
What was your
This is
advance
2018.
like? I gotta ask, what was the advance like?
So
Sheesh.
listen,
You want to
to
just
clarify
jump
this
to that?
You
You
For all the pocket
want
watchers,
to talk about this album, or you
for
want to
all
jump
the
to that?
people who like to
There's a whole story there.
guesstimate what's going on.
There's a whole story on that.
We gotta address some shit too. If we go into the album, if we go into the advances, then we gotta talk about Sha Money. If we going into that, if this,
All right.
if you want to cut to that right now, we can talk about that.
Okay, he had some words.
Because I seen his. I didn't
even know about it. We just
Yeah.
someone sent me the clip before I told him we're going here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even think
my
you said- I didn't even
response, I wasn't here. So Mac Gat, this is on y'all.
Are we going to that, or are we talking about what
The
we
album.
doing?
Where we
No,
go?
we're talking. Period.
We can
Alright, we
wait for
talking
that.
about-
Or we
alright,
can
cool.
go into that
Let's-
right
let's-
now.
I'm
What we
not
doing?
Let's stay the course.
Let's go. Let's
Let's
go.
stay the course.
Because if we got to talk about advances and all that, we got to talk about Sha.
Yeah, that was my day off. So y'all
Okay.
take it.
You see how your man
Y'all
just threw
lead
us under the bus?
Y'all lead it.
Said I wasn't
I knew
here.
this was coming. That's
It's
why.
a very
Yeah.
easy conversation, but y'all lead it.
I live under the bus. Go ahead, please, sir. If you please, we can talk about the advances. We can talk about Sha Money if you'd like to respond.
Go ahead, Drew.
Wait a minute. 2 seconds ago.
I'm going to chime in. But the nigga put me on a fucking lawyer shit where I can't
Hold
say
on,
shit.
nah.
But we gonna go ahead.
We can get to the whole story.
Get
if you
to the
like.
story, go
I'm
ahead.
trying to see which phone.
How many
you on.
phones are you going?
He got like 20 phones
Pulling
over
up the
there.
receipts. Hold on. we want to go there?
You gotta pull out.
I'm fucking with you. We could. It's that easy. But look,
No,
My
please,
man, why
please.
you
So
have
look.
5 phones? Like for real.
So listen.
3 of them just hit the
Yeah.
floor.
So listen. So I met Joyner in 2014. All right, 2014. When I met Joyner, I already had a marketing company, so my shit was already going right on a marketing thing. But my passion was always music, right? So I meet Joyner, and I'm like, yo, I think you're talented. We should do something. Got some ideas, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So we start working together.
At this time, are you investing
20.
in his career?
No.
Okay.
You're not
2014.
They're just working together.
Yeah, working together.
Okay.
Joyner already got his business partner, Sean,
Right.
who's his partner, right? So I come into the situation working with Joyner and his business partner, right? For like a couple years, right? All right. So you remember when you probably first heard about Joyner was probably like Facebook or some shit like that. Somebody sent you a link. He got to 1 million followers on Facebook first before anywhere else, right? So we figured out a formula to get his music heard and get it working with his enough traction. So in terms of like labels approaching and all that, we was already getting there because he was already kicking buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Drew is pretty much acting as a manager, even though he wasn't a manager. He knew that I needed one, but
So I was just filling the role.
he was filling in the role.
We didn't get you buzzing, what music you making, all of that, right?
Those
Like,
phones are catching L's.
yeah, just hold it.
Listen,
So you understand what I'm saying? So it's like we're working together. So me and Joyner every day working towards like trying to get whatever
this
music,
is like over the
creatively,
course
whatever.
of like this is of course over a couple years, bro. Like we working together, whatever. And then I get a message on Facebook from some kid who says, "Yo, Sha Money wants to talk to you," and I'm like, "Oh shit, word." So I'm like, "Shit," hop on the phone with Sha. Yo, I fuck with what you doing. I'm already starting to make a little bit of noise.
Right.
And he's like, "Yeah, man, you got a manager?" And I'm like, "Nah." And he was like, "I bet." So, let's talk about, me managing you type shit. So I'm like, all right. So I looked at it and at this time, like, you know what? This is if I can get Drew to manage me and Sha and have 2 managers,
Then this will work.
then it's gonna work because he know everything he doing on the marketing side. Sha do what he do on the ground. I'm thinking this motherfucker's still Sha Money from the G-Unit era. I'm not realizing that this nigga's a dinosaur. I don't know this nigga's a dinosaur. I don't know. I'm like, he's a nigga, so he's gonna be able to make some shit happen.
Right.
So I got them. I had to talk to Drew.
When you say dinosaur, what is a dinosaur?
The old methods, fucking, you know, the 90s.
Traditional
and
shit.
The traditional.
Like, the business is different.
The business is
from
different
then to now.
Right.
You
Feel me?
understand?
So a lot of the shit that, you know, that they did back then and a lot of the ways that it was, this is where his head was at. Pause. So.
That was crazy.
So he didn't really understand, you know, me and Drew were really non-traditional. We like to push the boundaries and we like to, you know.
He's telling you the format.
Yeah.
Well, no. Don't.
No, not as far as format.
He
Never-
didn't
not
format
creative.
records. Nothing.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing like
Not
that.
in the creative. He
Nothing
didn't do
like that.
anything on the
Creative.
creative
Nothing
at
like
all.
that.
He
Nothing
like,
like
you
that.
know, I was 100%
was all
on
business.
the creative.
Right.
It was all business. Everything was cool. I had to talk to Drew about.
Like, I mean, he didn't produce a record. None of that.
none of that.
Right.
But I had to have a conversation with him and ask him, you know, how he felt about co-managing with Sha Money. Now he felt a little bit like, damn, like I've been working with you for years, nigga, and now I gotta take a pay cut or take a
So
step
check
back.
it. So well, first off.
Yeah.
So when we was working, there was no arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
So Joyner asked me to manage it, right? And at the time, again, I had a marketing company, so this was kind of like a passion thing for me.
Right.
I'm into music. That I met somebody that was real as fuck. He was real as hell. So I was like, yo, let's try to do it. Come on, like I'm with it.
Right.
Whatever it took, let's try. So we try. When Shaw get in the picture, Joyner go to me. He goes, listen, will you co-manage with Shaw? And I was like, well, I don't even know if I want to manage you, bro. Like, I don't
Right.
know if I want to take this on. Like, I'm doing it. I got a marketing company.
Right.
But Joyner's smart, bro. He's smart, right? There's a reason why we're not signed to records, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Fast forward, 2018 December. Who gets out of their deal? And we probably signed the worst deal in hip-hop history.
The worst.
The worst deal you can ever sign.
All right,
What's the type of
let's
deal?
reel it back.
so hold on.
Back.
You
Hold on,
just-
no.
Get to the
We're
deal.
gonna get there. We're gonna get
Skip
there.
scenes
So
and
check.
shit, nigga. Hold up.
So
Guys,
check.
no, come on.
Hold on.
What scene
So
did
check.
you
You
get?
skip the scenes
Hit it.
of the management
on.
to getting signed. There's a
No,
whole
hold on.
fucking gag.
So check. So what I'm saying is, he's smart.
Right.
So he's like, look, I know what I'm missing. So his intention was right. Getting someone like Shah, the intention was, you're in the business, so you understand how this works.
Right.
My man over here, who's been rocking with me for 2 years, doesn't know this shit like you know it, because you've been doing this.
Right.
So if I get both of y'all together, it's already working with me and him.
You're gonna
So
learn.
if I get you in the mix, we
Right.
can take this to the next level,
Right.
right? So the intention was right. The first and only time you ever seen him speak about Shah was on Twitter 3 years ago, and you've never heard him speak about him since. So it's only being addressed right now because it only came up 3 months ago,
Right.
right? And the first time he did address him, a day later we get a fucking letter from a lawyer within the first 24 hours. So I said, cool, I get what you're trying to do here. I see the pieces you're trying to formulate to get
build
this
a
to the
team,
next level.
yeah.
Cool, let's do it. I'll even take an L, meaning like I'll split, or I'm taking less than even him, but I get the bigger picture.
Right.
So let's do it. So now we're working together. Now I'm speaking to him every day. I'm speaking to the business partner, who's the guy who's the label, the indie label, and I'm speaking with Joyner. We're working. We go into label meetings. Now you know how the label meeting go. You sit down, round table, they tell you how they like your shit, everyone puts offers together, whatever, right? So we're going into meetings. We take meeting with pretty much every label at this point. Primarily
When
was
you say
like
every label, like
a lot of them. Like we went into different rooms, a bunch of different rooms. This
Warner,
is 2016.
Sony, but all the, you know,
Warner,
like
Sony,
different-
any
yeah,
label
all
that
the-
came
yeah,
under them.
all
So
the
you got
shots.
Warner, you got Atlantic underneath them, you got, right? So any
Universal,
label in the
so,
runnings,
yeah.
right?
right.
So we take
Who showed the most interest?
well, we take a few. They all interested, bro, because they're sitting by a table and they're like, "Hey, we've heard your music." They're taking a meeting. They want to sign you.
I
You know what I'm saying?
I want this information
Atlantic.
for all the artists that have,
All right,
may
bro,
have
listen.
shopped to these labels.
Every artist,
And they
every
might have
artist
felt-
that's gonna sit there
Right.
is gonna fucking be at a round table and they're gonna tell you how they like your music and they're gonna give you a templated agreement that they want you to come into
Right.
their business model, right?
Right. But my goal right now is to let these artists know labels aren't always right.
No, hell no.
So
No, it's like it's honestly it's like a it's clockwork, bro. It's like they find an artist, they'll pick an artist, they'll come in, they do a little research on the artist, they'll have the artist come in, you know, everybody at the table would make it seem like they've been rocking with this artist for so long, you know, everybody's in on this fucking cruel, fucked up, you know.
20 people in the room, 30 people in the
Big
room.
scams, pretty
Right.
much. Everyone's in on it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, I swear, it's like a scam. Motherfuckers get you in the room.
Yo, we've been rocking your
We've
shit
been rocking
since
with your shit
February.
since
When did it
whatever.
drop?
Yo,
March, right?
That record that you just dropped last week, that shit's crazy. And what about the song you did 2 years ago? And you like, oh shit, you really are paying attention, right? You like sitting there like, damn, these niggas really do love me, right?
Right.
These niggas really
Probably
do.
don't even know the words to the song.
They don't even know the words. They just was hip right before you walked in, like, yo, mention the song from 2 years ago. Happy birthday. Tell them that you like
They
it.
did their research on the
Right.
spot.
So I'm sitting there like, these niggas is like, yo, that happy birthday shit. I'm like, yo, true. They listen to happy birthday.
He hype as hell.
Yo, I'm hype.
His dream was to be signed to
My
a label.
nigga, my dream is that. You feel
Right.
me? Since I'm a little nigga. So I'm getting, you know, I'm like, damn, yo, Drew, they paying attention, nigga. Like, yeah, you know, hey, we seen your video, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you doing big shit, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da.
Right.
That picture you just posted, like, I'm like, oh. It's a whole fucking sham, bro. It's a whole sham.
Right.
You don't realize it, though. You in there, and then they, you know what I'm saying? They start talking millions of dollars. Even if it's 1 million. When you coming from the block, when you coming from the hood, you coming nothing, and somebody say $1 million, that shit at the time, that shit sound like $1 billion.
Right.
Like what? You know what I'm saying? You talking to a nigga who used to work at Wendy's and, you know, little odd jobs and sell crack with 8 balls and fucking trying to make a little hustle a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
you talking about $1 million. The only time you ever heard $1 million was on TV.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know what that is, but you just think it's a lot of money. When they throw that shit, you know what I'm saying, in your face, pause.
If you don't have it, it is.
Right.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. All I think about is my mom. I'm trying to retire my mom. That's a big goal.
Now the big
know
thing
what I'm
about
saying?
music is
Yeah.
at the time where we're taking these label meetings, we're generating about 10,000 a month, right? But it's like it's delayed, right? Like you put out something, it's a delayed process to getting paid and all of that.
Right.
So the 10,000 took like 2 years, 3 years to get it to that point, and we haven't seen the unseen yet,
Right.
which is, can you get to 100?
Right.
Can you get to 200,000?
So the label is in there, like,
Can you
yo,
get it through? We don't know.
We got the machine.
We just got it started. We're at
can
10.
get you to the.
Here's the sham, right?
So
I'm
they
like-
come in and
I'm
they're
like-
selling us that,
I'm like,
right?
I'm like, am I gonna get to work? Am I gonna get to work with Bruno? Right? Of course. What about Cardi?
Anything you
Anything you want, right? All that shit, right?
right.
All the top hot. Then they walk you through the fucking building. You got all these niggas on these big ass pictures.
It's like a show. It's like a museum.
It's like a museum.
Right.
You see all the hottest
The
stuff
artifacts.
popping, the artifacts, da, da, da. And then when you walking down that hall, they got at the end, they got a picture of you, and they said, "Look, this could be you right here. This could be you here at the label. You feel me? All we missing is you.
Right.
This is it." They stick you right next to
Crazy.
motherfucking Ed Sheeran, and they say, "Look, that's Ed Sheeran right there, right next to you. You want to work with Ed Sheeran?" I'm like, I do want to work with Ed Sheeran. You start rethinking your life. Like, wait a
Right.
minute. I do want to work with Ed Sheeran.
This might be it.
This might be it. You see what we did for MECC. You see what we did, right? And it's a big sham, nigga. And you like, damn, this is the place, Drew. This is where I feel like home here. They fuck with me. They got the music playing, your music playing in the offices, and you walking by each office, and
Yeah, you
everyone's
playing that
like,
in the car.
Hey, Joyner, right?
You playing it in the car. Like they're taking you to big offices.
Yeah, they say, yo,
playing the shit.
yo, my nigga, it's one big fucked up scam, and while you there, you walk away like, yo, Drew, this is it. This is home.
Right.
As soon as you leave, everyone's like, we got them
Next
niggas,
joint.
right?
Yeah.
So then,
So check. So this
Yeah,
happens
take it.
this happens. So take label meetings.
Yeah.
Let's say 2015, 2015.
And this is Shot Money taking you
2015.
guys around.
2015.
He got
2015 March.
relationships with all these niggas.
Yeah.
This is why I had him on deck, because I already knew he was gonna get us in the building.
Right.
Right.
So that so we knew why the strategic alliance for why we wanted to do this.
Yeah, no,
right?
it makes sense.
Okay.
It makes sense.
All right. So let's take these meetings. We take these meetings and we show them everything. We say this is what we're doing, and they know more than us really though, because the reason they're taking the meeting is because they've already looked at your sales and streaming. They've looked at that,
And
and
they
they
see the
know
projection.
you're making, 10,000 a month. Hey, we put a little into this person, they're gonna go to 50,000, 100,000 a month. They know, right? So we take these meetings, and so we take this one which stood out the most. Like they shut down the whole day for us.
What do you mean shut down the whole?
Like, bro, shut
sham.
down the whole day. Like, so check it.
Fucking shit, nigga. That's what he's talking about. They shut down the building. They playing your shit, blasting
Listen,
your
we
music in
walk-
every
bruh,
office.
it's
They
like-
got your pictures up, nigga. They got the fucking go ahead.
It was 10 a.m. It was 10 a.m. to like 4 or 5 p.m. Like it was long. It was a long ass day.
Right.
I think he even disappeared for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like you went somewhere to go eat or some shit. You came back and I was still in the office with a bunch of people. And it was
Right.
like, yo, so where we at now? I was like, oh, we went through this. So look, I did due diligence on
They
the situation.
separated
I'll
us.
take accountability for it.
They separated us strategically. Let me bring old Joyner
that's
over
what
here. We gonna talk him.
He going into that part. Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole sham, nigga.
Anyway, so anyway, so we're having these conversations. Boom, we get out, and they're talking about digital departments, PR departments, brand department, sales and streaming, and just every department you can think of, right? And every department's coming in on clockwork, 10:30, 11, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, right? So meeting with everybody. Cool.
Access.
Cool. Yeah, access.
The illusion of access.
Yeah, but you got all these people, right?
Right.
But you're also like, okay, well you're gonna be the orchestra for these people,
Wow.
and this person might not work in that part, right? That's how you got to look at the situation. Me knowing that now, right, as well. So,
Look,
so we take
long
the
story
meetings.
short, they give us the contracts, nigga. We
Hold
knew
on,
the
no,
contracts.
stop.
We knew the
stop.
contract.
He
was
didn't want to
fucked
jump
up.
right into
Nah,
it.
we're gonna
Stop.
jump into it.
No, listen.
We knew the contract was fucked up. It didn't make sense. It wasn't right, nigga. We was having second thoughts and shit. Sean Money's like, yo, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Sign it, bro. This is it, bro. This is your big chance, bro. And I'm just like, Drew's like, nigga,
What was
I
the
don't
fucked
know.
up part?
But this is the fucked up part.
Yeah.
We go to the meeting with the lawyer. All right,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we're on
yeah.
the
Talk
phone.
about- talk about
all
this.
right, I'm on the phone, and I'm like, listen, we've been talking about this agreement. It didn't happen in 3 months. Let's get it right. It happened in 6 months. So we took the meeting in March. We didn't sign until August.
Hold up, let's talk about that. So these niggas, part of the sham. They
String
get
us
you,
along.
Listen.
String you along.
Listen,
totally
string you along. They get you hyped up to sign, right? And then they prolong it and prolong it and prolong it. So you sitting there and you like, yo, what's
I
up?
got
Getting anxious.
like you're dangling
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
this.
With
They're
carrots
dangling.
and
Yo,
shit.
you got this
Right.
right here. You're gonna take
Right,
care. You're gonna take it. We
Right.
go all
After
day.
they made you want it.
After they made you
Yeah.
want it. Meanwhile, you done told everybody like, yo, I'm about to sign, yo, nigga, life is about to change. And then you look up and 3-4 months later, you like, yo, what the fuck? Why
Your
I'm
mind
still not
already
signed?
set on that shit, right?
They got
Yo,
you on the
already
shelf.
counted, bro. All the money's already
You done
counted.
You're
told your
expecting-
You done
homies
told your mom,
it's
like, yo,
going
you about to
down.
be retired. Everything is
You
good.
look like a liar.
Niggas done fucking straight dangled
Damn.
you, pause. And
Dangled
then
carrot in front of
Yo, so hold on. Yo, we
Savage.
still 6 months though.
Savage.
Half
We're
a
six,
year
listen,
later.
6
half
months.
a year
That's
later.
violation.
We're 6 months, right? And we still ain't signed. We still ain't signing.
Yeah.
Cause I've been going like, yo, we gotta still figure out the terms and the 2 weeks to get one thing back and 3 weeks to get another thing back.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's
Yeah.
not like every day we're figuring out the deal. The contract's like fucking like this thick. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right.
And they running you down
So-
to the end of the year.
So check.
Running
So
you
and
down.
my
So you
communicate.
get desperate and just sign.
Whoa, check.
Christmas
check.
time.
Whoa, check. Whoa,
Need the money.
Hold
I
on.
want you to get desperate.
Christmas
Hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
We take so let's start where that starts.
It's savage out here. I'm telling you,
Listen.
man.
And they doing that with multiple artists.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Not
yeah.
just
Oh,
one.
bro, I
So
done
we
seen it.
in the meeting,
Sick.
right?
Yeah,
I done
yeah,
We
seen
in the
it.
meeting,
Right.
and they wanted us to sign like there, like right there and then. That's why the day took so long, right? And we wasn't gonna do that,
Stack like this.
right? Ready?
We're
right?
gonna sit there and read the whole
Whole
Hold on, hold on, hold on,
dictionary.
hold on.
They could have
wait,
gave
wait.
us the contract we didn't approve of fucking 8 months ago.
But that's the lawyer part. I'm talking about even the Atlantic deal.
Oh, yeah,
It was ready to go right there, right? So we get told, hey, I got the lawyer who's gonna handle this,
What?
right?
Who?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I got the lawyer who's gonna handle this.
Right.
I got the guy.
Right.
Now, mind you, partner already has his lawyer. He already got his lawyer, right?
Right.
He needs a lawyer.
Yeah.
Right.
Managers.
He got
right?
the lawyer. Don't worry.
You got the
He's gonna handle
lawyer.
it.
Don't worry about it. We handled, right?
Right.
Cool. We're co-managers. I'm with it. You got the right guy. You brought us here. Makes sense, right?
Right.
So the introduction to the lawyer happens at the meeting while I'm taking a piss in the bathroom.
That's the first time you meet.
That's the
your
first time
attorney.
I hear about a lawyer who's going to represent this deal. Is in the bathroom.
Right.
And what's that lawyer's
Which is fine. Cool.
percentage?
Whatever.
Right.
Hey, we're going to make this happen. I got the lawyer. Do. So the minute that comes up, word already got around to the partner who has a lawyer. Right? And he goes, yo, Drew, Shaw said he got the lawyer. I said, yeah, he said he got a lawyer. I guess we're good. Don't worry about it. Do I need to hit my lawyer? Right? Do I need to hit my lawyer? I was like, just chill right now. Just chill right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just see where this is going. You know what I mean? Cool. All right. So now we get this introduction to this lawyer that I speak to on the phone. Mind you, again, 6 months. Meeting happened in March, signed in August. We're talking on the phone, bits and bits of information. Only a couple calls with that person, mainly with Shah, throughout the whole course. Right? I get a phone call. Yo, we gotta go to New York. We gotta go meet with a lawyer. We're ready to do this deal. I said, okay. I said, we need to go over the contracts though, because like this shit's taking like weeks in between for different points. Like I haven't even really had a contract to review. You know what I'm saying? So are we going there to review the contracts? He goes, yeah. He goes, that's what we're doing. We're trying to knock it out. Like let's go there and handle it.
Right.
I said, all right, bet, let's go.
Right.
So we leave. We get to New York.
Come down to New York.
Cool. We get into the office. Bro, contracts is already laid out. Champagne bottles is already set up.
The sham.
Already set up. You know what I'm saying? All right, so hold on. So now I'm blindsided, right? Because I had
What kind of champagne though?
Doug, it was what, Moet?
Moet.
Moet.
Yeah. Yo, there's a
Moet
video
Rosé.
online
Some bullshit.
of where he like
Yeah.
celebrating
Imperial.
this shit,
Some
like
bullshit.
retiring his mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like all of that. There's a
Some
video
Bel Air.
online.
Yo, some DJ Khaled Bel Air.
Yeah.
Yo, you want it? The more the sham. I get in there.
Hold
You want to hit it?
on,
All
stop.
right,
Hold on.
Okay.
So I'm already caught off guard because I already spoke with him that we're going there to review, like discuss the contracts and get it down, right? So when the contracts is already laid out and champagne bottles on the table, right? I come across the table. I'm sitting this way. Joyner sitting literally right there, right? So a lawyer walks in, Theo Sotomayor, sits at the end of the table
Right.
and goes, all right, you ready to do this, right? And Joyner looks at me like, are we? Right? And I look at Shaw. Shaw's sitting right here. I look at him and he's like, let's go, bro. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro.
Right?
Right.
So hold on. So I went, well, hold on. I was like, what revisions are these? And he was like, we've already discussed it. I said, no, we haven't. I said, what revisions are these?
Who said we already discussed it?
The lawyer. We've already
Sotomayor.
discussed it.
Yeah.
We've already
Okay.
discussed it. I said, yeah, Theo Sotomayor goes, we've already discussed it. I said, we haven't. I don't have a red line in my email. You haven't sent me a red line. I haven't seen it.
Right.
Oh, you didn't get it? Give me a sec. Heck, whatever her name was. Yo, can you send the red line to Drew, please, so you can see it? So I'm like, okay, cool. So you're just gonna email me it? All right, cool. All right. So I'll wait for an email. Well, let's wait for the email so I can see what we're signing. I don't even know what you're telling him to sign right here. You know what I mean? So we wait a few minutes or whatever, and the lawyer looks at me and he goes, "Are you a lawyer?" Hold on, bro. So I can't lie about this, bro. He looks at me and he goes, "Are you a lawyer?" And he's sitting at the end of the table. So Shah here, Joyner there. He at the end of the table. "Are you a lawyer?" I went, "Nah, but I'm doing my due diligence for the artist." And so he threw his pen, he got up, and just walked out the room. So I go, "All right, whatever, I don't care. I don't even know him. It's the first time I'm fucking meeting this guy."
Right.
You know what I mean? I spoke to him 2 times on a conference call, maybe. I don't know, right?
Right.
Shaw comes out.
Shaw sitting right here, and he goes, "Bro, what the fuck you doing? You about to fuck this whole shit up, bro." I'm like,
How?
bro?
I looked at him, and I was like, "What?" I was like, first off, fuck what up? Like, we're supposed to be reviewing contracts right now. That's what we talked about, bro. Yo, I'm telling you, you about to fuck this whole shit up, bro.
You're not gonna fall for the banana and tell
So
fight.
Joyner goes, "Yo, Drew, come here for a second." So
That's hilarious.
me and him walk out the room.
Right.
We go into a whole different room, right? He goes, "What you want to do?" I said, "Bro, I haven't seen the contracts.
Or you ain't want to just sign
Like,
any old thing.
I don't know. Like, yeah,
What's
like,
in it?
I don't even like. I can't even answer that, bro. Can we
Right.
take like a day? Can
told
I
him,
at least
said, "Yo, if they don't-
look at it?"
If you tell me you don't want, we not signing it, we're not signing this shit. Fuck it.
So check. So I'm like, "Bro, can I at least like let me review it at least so I know what's going on?" Because we've got this manager and we've taken this lawyer on blind through this fucking manager, right? So let me at least do that part.
But
You know
at
what I'm
this point, it's evident that Shaw cares about. He don't care. He's not in it to make sure I'm okay or I'm good. Or
it was weird. There was a division there, which
It's
automatically,
really
which was weird.
He gets his cut.
Yeah,
His little
regardless.
management cut,
The
his
lawyer
little
gets
fee.
his cut.
Right.
Yeah, whether it's bad or not.
Right.
The
Right.
lawyer's
So-
gonna get his cut.
Shaw's gonna get.
Keep that in mind. Whether it's bad or not, the
Lawyer
lawyer's
get
gonna
his
get his cut, and whoever
Find his
brokered
fee
the
and all that.
situation, they're gonna get their cut.
So check. So
Yeah.
I said, "Look, I don't feel good about it. We gotta review it, and then we see where we go from there. But I don't feel good about it, right?" I said, "But decision is yours. Like, you decide what you want to do." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here regardless. Boom, we get back in the room. Jonah looks at Shah. He looks at him and goes, "Shah, these contracts good?" And Shah goes, "Yeah, bro, yeah." He goes, "Shah, these contracts good?" Shah goes, "Yeah, they're good, bro." Jordan looks at me. I went,
Should have said good for
hold
you.
on. Right when that happens, man, we really going into it. Theo walks in, the lawyer. Got DJ Khaled on the phone.
The sham.
Hold on.
He put Khaled on the phone. He put DJ Khaled on the phone, right?
Yo, listen,
Right.
man, I just want to tell you congratulations. You got one of the best lawyers in the game.
You the
You know what I'm
best.
saying? Hold on. But hold on. Respectfully, that man might not know what's
He
going
probably
on.
didn't know what was going
Yeah,
You
on.
of
understand
course
what I'm
not.
saying? He's vouching for the lawyer that's
Right.
taking care of him.
Right.
And I expect that lawyer to
Right.
take care of him
Right.
because he the biggest artist that lawyer got, right?
Right.
So I expect that, right? But anyway, while all this is happening, artists already confronted manager, right? And yo, it's good. Now Khaled on the phone. Now, if you can't get more motivation than that,
Yeah, Khaled's like.
then I like,
This is
bro,
what
me
Khaled
as a
is.
manager, co-manager, I'm assed out. Like, I'm like, yo, this is done. Pause.
Right.
Listen, this is done. Like I can't win, even if I want to fight for these contracts right now. It's like, who am I? I'm not in this game.
I told Drew.
You got Khaled on the phone. You got this guy who's done all this shit. You got the lawyer who represents all the biggest artists in the world. Like, and you got me over here,
So what I
the
told
digital marketing guy that helped him pop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
what I
It's like,
told Drew
I was like,
when we was in the
all
back
right, bro.
room.
You got me.
I told you when we was in the back room. I said,
You
listen,
got me.
I said, if these contracts ain't good, we're not gonna sign them, bro. I said, but at the end of the day, nigga, what the fuck else are we gonna do? Either we're gonna sign these shits right now and just roll with the punches, and then if shit's fucked up, we get the fuck out of it, or we just fucking don't sign it and just fucking walk away from it, bro. He was like, bro, just whatever you want to do.
Whatever your feeling is,
He said that.
he's going off of the.
Yeah.
At this point, we've got 6 months of building with Shaw too. Everything's been cool. Vibes has been cool because he funny. He the energy and all that's always been cool vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like as a person.
Yeah.
But when it came to the business, bro,
Yeah.
the business wasn't good.
So
understand what I'm saying?
That's one thing I'll say about.
His vibes was actually cool,
That's
bro.
one thing
Like,
I'll
I fuck
say
with
about
him.
Sha.
Right.
I fuck with Sha like as a person, right?
Right.
Vibe, funny, cool, chill dude. Like I like Sha. Pause. Cool dude. Right. 100%. I always thought he was fucking cool. I'm like, God.
It's just the business acumen,
But when
bro.
it comes to the business shit, I just think that he was a very selfish, in it for himself type of person, right? And he displayed that time and time again. He wasn't here for the business of Joyner Lucas in the sense of like the long
Let's
term.
build the artist. He was
Right.
another number on the roster,
100%.
just like he was another number on the roster at.
Right.
Right. So
How
y'all
can
didn't
I
get a
come in?
chance
How
to
can
look
I go
over the
in?
contracts?
No.
No, hold on.
Wow.
How do I come in? How do I get this guy signed, get my cut, squeeze what I can out of this situation?
Right.
And move on.
And move on, right? That's the mentality of Sha. Me, I'm like, yo, this is a funny guy. He's cool. He's chill. Like I feel like
He's got interest in me.
I
He
see
reached
value.
out to
He
me,
reached out to
told me,
He
I
got
want to
value.
manage you.
Right.
Wow.
Maybe
Just
I can.
hold on, same way I did with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he's looking at like, all right, well, Drew solid, you solid too. Like I laws of attraction. I've attracted the things I needed to help my career go.
Right.
But
Like,
he got real.
He looking at him like family. Like, yo, we're gonna be family, bro. We're gonna really do this. We're gonna change lives.
Right.
And while this man already done that,
I gotta
you know what I'm
ask.
saying, 20 years ago.
No, go ahead, Joyner. What were we saying just now?
Hold on,
Just-
one second. Is there a possibility that Sha didn't know what was in those contracts
Cap.
either?
No. Yeah, he knew everything.
I feel
he
like
knew everything.
I feel like it was a lot of. He knew what was in there. But
knew
a lot of
everything.
those contracts was standard. It's
Standard, bro.
bullshit.
Boilerplate shit. We know that now.
Right.
Standard
Right.
shit, right?
We know that now.
Do I feel like they manipulated the contracts to try to fucking, be? I feel like it's just real standard fuck
You
shit.
at this level,
You know what
we're
I'm
gonna
saying?
offer you this.
But
That's it.
given that, like Sha, like you been in the game for I don't know how long, you should just know better just to make sure, like, you're protecting me. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So make sure, like, because you know how this game goes.
Yeah.
I'm respecting you, and I'm
Expecting you to look out for
expecting
my
you to
best
look out
interest.
for my best interest. He didn't do that. He was looking out for his best interest.
Is it possible? And is it possible that in his mind he didn't think you could be offered better than what was on the
Yes.
table?
I don't think that Sha fully believed in the extent of
In the business.
in the business of who I was gonna become. I think he just thought that I'm just a nigga that's gonna sign and disappear real quick and then get whatever. I don't think he actually truly seen like where I was going and
Right.
like if he did,
Then
and
you'd
if
be
he
stupid.
was truly in the
You'd be
business
stupid
of
to
Joyner
do that.
Lucas, if he really was like, then Sha would have made out so good.
So good.
He fucked up. He took the
He
temporary,
fucked up.
quick little bread, and he could have made M's.
But I gotta ask.
Big M's.
Well, I gotta
Big
ask.
M's.
You, were you familiar with him doing the same thing with 50 Cent?
No.
No, I felt like
You didn't know this story.
No.
About him
Everyone
taking
got-
the check
everyone-
instead of
everyone-
the
everyone
point.
got the story, though.
Everyone
Everyone got their
has
story.
a story about who did dirty to who what. I don't necessarily know 50 for being the most greatest guy in the world neither. So it's
Fair
like
enough.
this information is coming from someone who has beef with everybody. No disrespect.
No, fair enough.
It just is what it is. Or can I trust
The
50's
source.
opinion?
We don't know. We just taking it for face value.
For face value, right? It isn't like someone who doesn't have a reputation.
But it's not
of
somebody
beefing
who
with
just
everybody
it's not
is
somebody
saying
just
this.
walked up
Right.
and said it to him. You know what I'm saying?
This motherfucker 50 done been in more beefs. I don't even know what. So it's like I
Business
don't
beef, music beef.
music beef. So it's like when he said something about somebody, it's like, nigga, you also said this about 100 motherfuckers, right? So it's like I'm not taking it, and that's what I said to Drew, because Drew would send me shit that he's seen online, like, yo, man, you sure? And I'm like, yo, look, nigga, fuck all that. We got to get to know this nigga, like, to see what time it is. You feel me? So
And again, his vibe, energy as a person, he never showed himself to be that type
Yeah.
of person.
So for all
So-
you know,
I got to see what 50 was talking about though, and I even tweeted that shit.
firsthand.
And that's
Yeah,
that's
I tweeted that. Like, damn,
24
nigga,
hours later,
I wish I would have listened to this
You got
nigga.
the
Like, I
letter.
wish I would have seen. I want to like know. I can already see what 50 went through just by the mentality of a nigga that's willing to, accept willing to take his little piece out the pie right now instead of waiting for it to get
Investing
bigger,
in
pause, and then taking a bigger slice down the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I just feel like Shy was just in it for the wrong reasons, and I don't think he fully believed in who Joyner Lucas was gonna become.
There it is.
I think he just thought I was gonna be a little nigga that's gonna come up, the label was gonna offer me something. Cause one thing he kept saying is like, yo, just take the deal. It's a great con. Yo, these numbers are great.
Deal.
And it's like, nigga, no, these numbers are not great. They offered me
16% royalty,
That's crazy.
6 albums.
6
Damn,
albums.
that's crazy.
The royalty never goes up?
Probably there was probably an escalation clause, but it don't matter. 16%.
That's crazy.
Starting at 6.
Well, anyway, so look, the advance was like a mil song,
no,
right?
no.
Well, no, so not the advance.
Hell no.
The budget, total budget was a mil song.
Advance is like
The advance was 100K,
Right.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
right? The advance was
$1 million.
like 100,000, right? So we signed this deal in August.
Now you're making 10,000 a month.
10,000 a
on your own
month
right now.
Yeah, so that's like
Right.
10 months of work, right?
Not
But
now,
it's not about
a couple
that.
100,000.
In his
different
pocket.
now, nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's the budget that's there. Oh,
Did
there's
you-
$1 million to
Did you
go.
have to stop operations for those 6 months that they were stalling back and forth with the contract?
No, we kept going.
You kept-
yeah,
you
we
were
kept
able to keep
going.
moving.
We was
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
We was
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
We was moving. You know what I'm saying? And so look, we signed the deal, right? Long story short, we signed the deal. Boom, we get into the contract. We're in the contract now. The minute we signed, less than 3 months into it, we already knew. It was like, yo, this ain't for us. Like, this ain't gonna work.
How'd you know? What happened?
So for a couple things that happened. So if you sign to a label and you want to say shoot a video, let's say I want to shoot one right here, all right? So I gotta have a complete budget for it, like production budget. I gotta get permits. I gotta get all this extra shit to be able to shoot right here, right?
Right.
That's a lot of time wasted. It takes weeks to just put all that together, right? So he was the type of person where he come up with the video first and then come up with the song. So he's already directed the video in his head, like what he wants to do, storyboarded it mentally, what he wants to go shoot. Now he go create the record, right? And
That's
goes,
interesting.
so by the time he creates the record, he's like, yo, we're shooting. When? Tomorrow.
Beast.
Right? Tomorrow. Now, mind you, when you signed us, it's been working this way. This is how we've been doing it. So I'm not changing it, right? So we would have to front the bread to go shoot it, because if we waited on the label,
It'd take them 5 months for them to pay.
we wouldn't get nowhere.
Wow,
so
that's
most artists
retarded.
that's taking a
That's
deal,
crazy.
right? Most artists taking a deal, they're taking it for that bread that they're gonna invest in them, right? But they
Right.
get stalled out. Because if they don't got the money themselves to actually put in, then that label is gonna take 30, net 60, whatever it is to pay you out.
So put it
So
like
you
this.
better have cash
If I
flow.
need to shoot a video right now and I'm signed to a label, there's not like a discretionary fund I can use to go
Just like that.
Go grab the bread. If it costs 50, 60,000 to shoot it, I can grab the bread from there and shoot the video. Instead, you have to call them, tell them what you're trying to do, and they're like, all right, bet. And then let's just say if I didn't have the bread to shoot it, I'd be waiting like 4 or 5 months for them to get me
Well,
the
no,
bread.
4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe. There was one invoice that did take about that long. So you're not wrong. But I'm just saying, it would take a long time before you do it. And by then you're like, bro, most of the time when you're building a career, you're moving off of pulse
Momentum.
and moments, right? So you're
Right.
creating these moments. And so you can't move like that. You can't store him as an artist for fucking 4 weeks to shoot this when we
Right.
could have it out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah.
that happened, being in the deal. So we're fronting all the bread and getting reimbursed. So partner, the label, is fronting all the bread and we're getting reimbursed, right? And we're growing. And I'm like, bro, this is so dumb. Like, we're growing by taking a loan out over here. You know what I'm
For money
saying?
that we already
And we're
had.
getting 16%.
Right.
Hold on. And hold on. If we spend $100,000, they've got a distribution fee, 20%, before you get into your actual deal. So that's gone. So now you got 80,000. Now you're getting 16% of the 80,000. All right? So wherever you're left off at, 13, whatever it is, right? Okay. So you spent 100. You got 13,000. Your recruitment is coming from that 13,000.
10,000. Yeah.
Which
They're pocketing everything
That
else.
shit is nothing.
But
That's
you have to
robbery.
pay back
So you
from
in
your
debt
small
the whole
percentage.
time. You
Yeah.
can make $500,000 and you're still in debt,
Right.
Robbery.
right? So you in debt the whole time.
shame.
So the further we go along, they get to do like the damage control, right? So we're unhappy. He goes, oh, we got to do a meeting. We go into the meeting. I'm unhappy about this. We have a list. We're going to make it right. We're going to make it right. They call the team in. Rah! Screams at everybody. Cool, all right. Everything's going to be right, right? Everything's going to be right, right?
Hold on. Before the team gets in the office. Before the team gets in the office, the
And
CEO
emails
goes
been
out and
sent.
says, look, I'm going to yell at y'all real quick. Just take it, it's not personal.
Yo, it's crazy. I'm sitting, mind you, I'm sitting in the other room. So now, like, make sure they can hear it.
What the fuck did I tell you guys? Yeah, that's
So the conference room
that's
here,
reenactment.
put them in the
That's the
side
shit.
room.
Yeah.
So they can hear what we're saying to 30 people in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, who the fuck is doing this? Crazy. Like the talk is nuts. Like when I saw that Dane video, it was like that.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but they were going wild in there. And I'm like, oh, they mean business. Okay, they get it. They understand the frustration. They understand they gotta pay their shit on time. They understand
Nah, it's part of
they
the
gotta
sham.
they gotta
Yeah, but
they
they
gotta build
acting.
into the Joyner
It's all
Lucas
part
business
of
a
the
little bit.
sham,
You know what I'm saying? So we leave. What happens?
Took me a minute to realize that.
Hold on, what happens? Another 6 months pass, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So now you in the deal a whole year.
So y'all thought that argument was serious?
Yeah, we thought
Yo,
it was
yeah,
real.
yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
have any
really.
reason to believe it's
Yo,
not.
as soon as
Bro,
we
you-
left,
you
as soon
screaming
as
at 30 people.
As soon as we left the office, it was like, yo, Drew, they really.
They get it now. Like finally.
Yo, Drew, they really care, nigga.
Yo,
they
that
really
shit-
know.
They really care.
That shit
Yo,
crazy.
They really fuck with us. They just fucked up that a couple times, but they gonna get it together, Drew.
Right.
Don't worry about
Anyway,
it.
so check.
Damn,
So check.
Let's just wait it out.
So check. So joining now. We're a year in, and he's like, bro, this is crazy. Like nothing's changing. Nothing's changing.
Yo, talk about the flight.
Oh damn.
My nigga, I tried to get a first class flight.
Oh no, hold on. It wasn't just the first class flight.
What was it?
He needed a first class flight to go shoot Lucky You with Eminem in Detroit.
Oh yeah. They told me no.
The label told you no?
The label
Bro.
told me no.
Wow.
Listen, he about to shoot. That's a single. That's top 3 record. You know what I'm saying? That hit top 3 on Billboard. He about to shoot this
Mind
with
you,
M.
this a move. This a move that I made.
That's
This ain't nothing
retarded.
that they did.
Nothing
didn't
they
help me
did.
with
This
or
is he
nothing.
did it directly
This
with
is-
Royce.
You feel me? This is
Right.
some shit. I
Yeah.
built a relationship
Shout
with
out
Marshall.
Royce.
Shout out to
to
Royce,
my brother
facts.
Royce. I built a relationship directly with Royce, and then we went through Marshall, and then I built my own relationship with him, in which we got a record and did the record, and I had to go to Detroit to shoot the video. I had asked Atlantic that they could pay for the first class, because again, I'm not making money at this time. A lot of people think
16%, mind
Yeah.
you.
That's
fully
I was
recoupable.
with Atlantic or whatever.
Hold on. You took the advance in October 2015? 16?
Yeah.
16? You shot this in 2018. So that 100K is gone, bro.
Yeah.
It's 2 years.
Yeah. The first thing I did with the 100K is I retired my mom's. I gave her half the shit.
Or a year, whatever,
Because
it's
after
gone.
the 100K and the manager get paid out, Shy got his cut, and the fucking lawyer got their cut, and yada yada yada. I ended up with like 60 bands. And then the other 30 of it, I gave to my mom. Told her to quit her job, not realizing
Yeah, he really did too.
not realizing I wasn't gonna see no more bread after that.
Because he's
So I had to
thinking
figure
royalty
out-
gonna come in
I had
or
to figure out
something.
I had to do some.
What happened to the shows? What happened to?
There's no
Even
shows.
that, it wasn't really no shows at the time. Apart from that, I asked Atlantic if they can spend money on his first class flight, and they told me no.
They said
That's crazy.
the words were, he's, because I'm fighting for it, right? I'm like, yo, can you just book him a flight, bro?
Not a
Like,
private,
this
not a
about
private jet. Not a private jet.
Just
You talking-
give him a first class
Delta
flight.
To Detroit,
Air-
right?
to
Just Detroit.
To
huh?
Detroit.
Probably got like
Air-
seven-
Max,
American
Detroit like
Airlines.
this.
Max 1,000.
Not even.
Not
800,
700.
The-
You know what I'm saying?
the word was,
Hold on.
he's not at that level yet. We have that for other artists.
That's what
like,
they said. That's
Right.
what
And
they
then
said.
the references were the A-list artists at the
Should have been
label.
like, didn't you just have my picture next to Ed Sheeran?
Yeah, man.
Bro, it's crazy.
It's not worth the flight.
Them niggas
crazy.
wouldn't pay for my first class flight, and I said, Drew, I said, we got to get the fuck off this label, bro.
And they knew you was going to do this for
Yeah.
him?
They didn't give a fuck.
Wow,
care,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Bro, this is
How
but
many
hear
days
what
in
I'm saying.
advance did you
Hear
give
what
them
I'm, bro,
for
hear what I'm
this
saying.
They knew
You got the
about shit
CEO
already. Yeah.
who's running the company, right? Then you got the executives, right? Then you've got the management team, right? And then you've got the leadership of your project managers, and then you got the project managers and the A&Rs and everybody
Right.
else, right? So does the CEO know he's going to go shoot with Eminem? Probably not. I would imagine not, right? But everything's delegated. The CEO, his top priority is Bruno Mars, is the big talent. They're hands-on with that situation. They're not hands-on with Joyner, who just recently signed 6 months ago.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And he's not like a trendy artist that's just like got a Billboard record or something. Like
Right.
his plays is very like it's for the long term. You know what I'm saying? So when you say we don't, who know? Like the executive, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, you know, they've created a structure and a process for every team and department to follow, and you are a person that falls into a tier.
Right.
He's like a tier.
And
He's
this
a
is the
tier 1
treatment you
artist
get
because
at
he's
that
over
tier.
here. He's a tier 2 artist because we
Wow.
invested this much. He's a tier 3 artist. That's a $10 million artist right there. Here's a tier 4 artist. This is the guy that's moving the building a little bit.
Then it
But
got
here's
to a
the tier
point where,
5 who's
you know,
$100 million
Shaw
artist.
started to see it. He started to see it, and then he I got him on, you know, fighting with us to get off. You know, he would go in there and, you know,
So it wasn't all bad.
he went in there and displayed.
He played his role.
He played his role. He displayed his
Played his role.
displeasure of
He
how
didn't
was
flip.
treating me.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
He
Whatever,
played his
whatever. That was that, and then it was shit like we went on tour, right? And when we went on tour, this tour was already at a loss because we wasn't really getting, you know,
Well, mind you, we signed a deal October.
yeah.
We take the tour on in October, right? And this is also
Same
per
month.
guidance with management, right? So you know him going on a tour for 60 days, getting paid pretty much nothing, like 500 a show, 400 a show, whatever it is, right?
Weekly?
Like
Nothing.
400 or 500 a show.
Right?
How many shows?
40.
40, 60 days, right? Now you know that there's no way he's making money with a bus, people, like you know this. It's
Yeah.
going negative,
Yeah.
right? We all know it,
How
right?
many
Like,
50 tours you been on?
right? Like,
You know
he
what I'm
know
saying?
this, bro.
You
Like,
gotta
he
pay
know
for
it better than me.
hotels
You
and
know
all
what I'm
that.
saying?
You know
Right?
how this
All right.
shit
So
works.
I said,
bro.
so this what happened.
Yeah.
I said to him, I said, bro, this is about to be negative because I'm putting the numbers together. I'm like, where's the money to pay for this? We can't even pay for it. The tour support ain't even kicked in yet. We just signed. So it's like, so he goes, we just gonna make it happen. This, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, cool. So we in this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So, cause I had a marketing company, I'm now tapping into marketing clients I got that might want to do a sponsorship for a Joyner Lucas tour. Right? So here, I lock in a bag for 20,000, boom, towards the tour. Lock in 40,000, boom.
We
Alright?
making this
So
shit
I've-
happen while we on the road.
Real time.
Then we're using our merch money to pay for the fucking bus, to pay.
You know what I'm saying?
In real time, we
real time,
how much
we're doing
money
this,
did we
right?
make from the merch? 700. All right, that's perfect.
Bro,
so we
not
use this
even
for gas to
200,
get to the next
300
shit.
a night. It was crazy.
Yo, yo.
Damn.
Right?
Yeah,
And
and
So
then you
check.
got to worry about food, hotel.
All that. So
all
check.
that.
So
we had to
60,
sleep on it was
hold
like 10, 12 niggas sleeping on one bus.
So check.
2 niggas in one bed. Pause.
Yeah, bro. It was what? We were sleeping upright like this on chairs.
Yeah.
In the lounge. But anyway, so we get off this tour, right? We get off this tour, 60 days.
Drew
He-
in bed. Drew and Shaw had to share a recliner.
Get the fuck out of here.
Super pause.
Yeah, so check. So 60 days. We done with the tour, right? We off tour, right?
Right.
So now it's a loss, right?
Right.
And Shaw go, all right, so I want my commission.
Wow.
And so I was like, bro, this whole shit was a loss. What do you mean? Bro, this guy tried to take a commission out of the sponsorship money that I brought to the table to help pay for the tour.
How much percentage?
Well, I don't want to go into the...
Yeah.
But check. What I'm saying is, I brought $60,000 to the table to
help
help
with the
pay
tour.
for the tour. Not
tour
for
was
me.
the L.
Yeah.
I didn't commission
Tour
that
was
because
the
I'm
L.
bringing the shit.
Right.
He's
I'm just trying to
he
fund
tried
it.
to take a commission off again.
Off
Trying to take a
sponsor.
commission off of this
Right.
over
Offer
here.
sponsorship that
Yes.
he didn't bring.
Yes.
For y'all
He didn't even bring. I bought it.
Yes.
But I bought it to help pay for the tour.
Yes.
Because if listen, he got 100K advance, right? He had to take 20,000 out of that to help pay for the tour.
Damn.
But
Do you know how much a bus costs to operate, a tour bus?
Yeah.
It's $1,200 a day. With a driver, hotels at $2,000 a day. We're on the road for 60 days. That's $120,000.
yeah,
So I bought in sponsorship bread. He took money out of his advance,
Yeah.
and we paid to make the tour happen.
You haven't
Then
did it yet.
he said, I want my commission off the tour. And I said, what commission? We just pulled money together to try and make the tour happen.
Right.
Well, the sponsorship bread was this much. I'm saying, bro, you trying to commission that? That's like as good as me putting up the bread. I went and got that shit from my existing business to make this happen. That's dumb.
He wasn't-
He was adamant about
He
it.
wasn't in tune enough to know
No.
that the tour
Bro.
was in the negative. And
Of course he
he
knows,
knew.
money
bro.
was
He
coming
knew.
from.
He was on the tour.
he didn't.
I'm
give a
asking.
fuck.
Yeah, no, he
didn't
knew.
care. He wanted to get. His
Bro, he was
cut.
on the road with us.
It was for his
What
benefit
you mean?
of his cut of
He was
what
on the
he
road with
wanted.
us.
It wasn't for the future of the business of Joyner Lucas because he really believes in
It's
what we doing.
check,
It
it's
was,
check,
I need the
it's
check.
check.
I need
Not
the bread, I
reinvesting.
need the
Yeah,
check.
he wasn't
Nah,
investing.
Hell no.
He ain't put the
That's
tour
why he
together.
was so comfortable with getting when it was time for us to part ways. I had to pay this motherfucker out, which I
So
was
two part ways.
to part ways, which was fine, right?
Because you lost out on them.
because you lost out on M's. So I'm like, oh, this is great. All I gotta do is sign this shit, and then he gets this much, and then I know in a couple months I'm about to get this much. If his dumbass just waited and just been in the business of Joyner Lucas, he would have came up. Like, and at the time, Shaw was going through a bunch of personal shit. Divorces and, all kind of shit that he was going through. So I feel like he was in survival mode.
Yeah.
You feel me? And because he was in survival mode, everything was all about the check,
Immediate.
the money, the
Immediate,
immediate
yeah.
gratification,
Right.
right? And it was
Right.
like, my nigga, if you gonna take this check, you realize that me, the artist, I'm not even getting paid. I gotta come out my pocket to pay for this tour.
Bro, hold on.
This
Survival,
nigga taking the
survival
L,
mode
right?
ain't an excuse because we all in survival mode at this
100%.
moment.
100%.
Yeah,
We-
but
hold on.
everybody's
hold on,
gonna
hold on.
react differently when they're
I
back.
agree.
But we in
Some
more
people
survival mode
some people
than
crumble.
you. You made no, hold on.
That's
Hold on.
relative.
Bro, you've been in this business a long time. You could have did this with any artist.
No, I'm not.
He could pick who he want to do this shit with.
I'm not.
Drew, what he's
defending
saying
it.
is that you can't really determine how somebody else is gonna perceive or act based off of their survival mode.
Right.
Right.
So somebody else's survival mode, it might be real to them. It might not be that real to you, but that's subjective, right? So
Which is all I'm saying.
that's all he's saying. So he's saying you might have not reacted and I might have not reacted, but another nigga in survival mode might end up being a greedy nigga in survival mode because that's just how he
Because
is. right?
circumstances
Right.
will create
100%.
certain things with certain people.
All right. So anyway, so that was Tor, right?
Not saying it's good or bad. Not saying it's good or bad.
So we got label with lawyer. We got Tor. Then we go to publishing.
Yep.
All right. So try to get us on a publishing deal for 400K. Good deal. Good deal, right? Great deal. That's what we've been told. Great deal, good deal. I said, yo, this don't make sense. Because I'm already looking at BMI, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm already saying, look, this shit don't make sense. So I don't think we're going to take it. Now we know. Now we know how he is. So it's like, all right, we're not going to go take that deal. We're not going to do that.
Right.
He got mad and was like, "Oh, bro, what do you mean, bro? This is a great deal, bro. This is a good deal, bro."
He started
Yo,
name
look,
dropping people that got deals and
yo,
what
this
they
person
got.
this
You
deal.
know what I'm
This
saying?
nigga didn't even get this deal, and he's a bigger artist, and da 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 da. Long story short, we
Fast
went and
forward, less than 2 years later, $2.5 million.
we got a and at that time for
Take
where
a
I was
drink- I'ma
at,
take a drink for that.
$2.5
million.
$2.5 million at
You know
that
what I'm
time
saying?
for where I was at was great. That was a great situation. Let's go into the fact that we unknowingly, when we signed the Atlantic deal, we also signed away our merch deal.
Wow.
Signed away our brand deal. Signed
brand
away our
deal.
touring deal.
So they
There's
had
5
Look
contracts.
over nothing.
There's 5 contracts,
Five
bro.
contracts.
Not
And
one
those
contract,
those
5.
would have been in the red line that's the red line.
Yes.
that you wanted time to
So
resolve.
they intertwined the
All of it. It was 360.
brand,
360,
tour, all that
16%
shit.
royalty. Yeah. 360, six,
And with
six
Shaw,
projects.
and with Shaw was like, "Oh, bro, that's normal, bro."
That's not normal, bro.
No, it is.
Yo, it's a template. It's a template for a
It
new
is.
artist.
No,
Right.
it's very. It's
a template.
It's very normal. It's
He's not
not.
wrong.
It's
Look, he's not wrong for that because it's a template.
Yeah.
Right.
It's-
but
it's-
he didn't want to fight for that not to.
That's what I was about.
He was
Right.
he was so comfortable with this is the standard and this is how things go. That's one thing about Shaw. His mind is always, well, this This is how things go.
This is regular.
This is regular. But me and Drew was on some, man, fuck that regular shit. We fighting for that. We fighting for this. Then there was a clause in the contract that stipulated that we can't do, we can't have a tech company.
No.
What was it?
So it was a bunch of, it was like all your rights outside of your music,
Yes,
essentially,
that's
right?
what it was.
So
Ancillary
anything
rights, yeah.
else you go into, there was going to be a piece of that, right?
That's a wild.
But it's a it's a crazy 360 contract is what I'm trying to say,
I've never
right?
heard of it.
But check. So this is what happens, right? So 2016 we signed 2015, 2016 we signed, 2018 we're like we want to get off this deal. Joyner starts discussing getting off the deal. At this point, we've already fired like 7 project managers. Like nobody in the building fuck with us. It's like done. You know what I'm saying? Like I depleted everything. I've done everything. There's nobody in this building want to talk to me at this point, right? Meanwhile, he's getting fingers pointed at him. Your manager about to fuck up your whole career. He don't know what the fuck he's doing.
And they're talking about you.
Right, because everyone's just trying to make everything good, right? Everyone's just trying, oh, what's up, man? Everything good, right? Everything's like the lawyer situation.
Right.
Walk in the room, the contracts is right there, you blind. So everything was just a balancing act. Keep him happy. Just keep him happy. Whatever it takes to keep him happy and making music and turning in music, do that. You know what I mean? Hey, stand on stage, dance. Just do the act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everyone's cool, right? But it's like, you work with us, you know we're not like this. You know this, that we're not like this.
Right.
So 2018 come, he goes, bro, we're getting off this deal. So we start working our way off the deal. He played cool and does his part. Now the contract's coming to an end. It's a 3-year term. All right, so December 2018, we get off
What contract? Me and Shah's contract?
Shah and
And
that deal is the Shah contract's a 3-year term.
Yeah.
That deal, we get out of the deal.
Yes.
So December 2018, we
Yes.
get off of that deal.
How long was it
done.
initially? It wasn't 3 years.
2016 through 2018.
Yes.
No, how long was it supposed
Bro,
to
it's
be?
on the options. It was 6.
Oh, okay.
So it could have been however long it took for us to turn it in.
How did
Mind
you guys get
he's
out?
smart. He was like, we're not going to turn in an album. So we never really got into
The
our
moment you
official.
turn in an album, the
You're
moment
locked
you
in
do that, you're
to
locked
the
in.
options.
Now they got you locked into the options. Now you got to do all 6
So-
albums. So I was like, fuck that. We're not doing an album. We just going to
So he turned in a mixtape in 2018. He's like, here's a mixtape, right? And I'm like,
No, that's not what happened.
508.
No, that's not what happened. This is when I got smart. I went there to tell you, the sham. This is how I got smart. Check it. I created a whole album. I turned it in as an album. They told me, no, this is a mixtape. I said, what?
A mixtape.
They said, yeah, this is a mixtape. This ain't an album.
This don't get album
This
support.
don't get
This don't
album support. You still owe us 6 albums after this. I said, it's a mixtape. They said, yeah. I said, so, wait a minute. I thought our agreement was for 5 out, 6 out. They're like, yeah, but this is a mixtape. though."
This is a mixtape.
now
This
they're
ain't got
able
the
to-
album budget.
They're able to
What made it a
consider-
mixtape?
Exactly.
It don't get the album budget.
Whatever.
The album looks. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever they considered it to not be an album. So they did that so that they didn't have to give it the album push, the album looks, the album budget, the album, right? So if they called it a mixtape, they wouldn't be on the hook for the album support, for the big machine.
And they wouldn't go into option
Right.
number 1,
So when
2,
I seen
3.
that, I was like,
Right.
oh, okay.
That's crazy.
This is a mixtape. We're not turning in a fucking album, Drew. After this, we just gonna just drop
No,
Lucy's and then
No,
I'm
this
not
way there.
turning
He
it.
goes, we're not gonna drop the album. What you're gonna do is you're gonna figure out how to set up a phone number. And I said, for what? He goes, I'm gonna call the project a phone number, and then we're gonna release it, and every fan can text and call that phone number, and I'm gonna store their information.
And you get your fan base.
Yup.
You collect the fan base.
collect the fan
Right.
base that way.
So I said, all right, bet.
I'm
So-
not gonna clap for that. Smart ass
Yeah, how it ends.
So I was like, all right. So
He's like on Drink Champs, nigga, everybody would have clapped, nigga.
this is a barbershop, man. We don't clap in the barbershop. Right?
Real shit though. That was
So I was like, all right. So
This
I'm
nigga
like,
by himself.
I see.
That's crazy, man.
Yo, man, Greg, go ahead, though.
Respect what's respect is due. You know what I mean?
But yeah, so he said, set up the phone number. And let's grab these fans and make sure we got them because we got to get the fuck off.
Right.
Facts.
So you already had it like, okay, we got to figure out a way off this deal. So we spend the next year trying to work our way off this deal while still trying to operate and release stuff and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're balancing both. I'm balancing managing Rashad that I know is not really in this right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just another project. You know what I mean? That don't really fuck with us at this point. But like, we're stuck in this deal. What are we gonna do? Not do nothing for a whole year? And then at the same time, keep our shit running.
So look, we got off the fucking deal. Long story short, we got off the deal, and then the term was coming to an end with me and Sha. So because I like Sha, right? And mind you, Drew and Sha bumped heads a lot, but I would try to maintain the peace and try to tell Drew, like, listen, bro, you're just a different type of nigga, bro. Like, Sha's a different type of nigga. We know what he can do and what he can't do. So let's just use him for what we can and what we can't use him for, and that's how I was able to keep the peace. Because Drew would be pissed off at a lot of shit. Drew would be taking all these phone calls and doing all the heavy lifting, but yet Sha would still be getting a percentage and getting paid off of management. And Drew was like, yo, what the fuck? This guy's not doing shit. And I'm like, listen.
Well, I was like, let's fire him, bro. Like, just be done. Like, just tell him you don't want it. What's he doing? Like, he's not doing it. It's not even about the bread, bro, at this point, right? At this point, it's principle. It's like, I'm working my ass off. I'd rather not have to look at the person, you know what I mean, that I'm supposed to be a co-management situation with, and they're not doing nothing. Like, I'm doing everything, you're doing nothing. All right, let's just end it. But he's like, we can't end it. This is where the fucking smartness comes in. I go, why? He goes, bro, you don't see it? How do we get our lawyer? How do we get the deal? If we get rid of him, we ditch-attach ourselves from the label completely.
Because he was the middleman to the label.
The circuit. So he's like, everyone's got to stay in play. Everyone. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I got to manage this. I've got to do this for 3 years, bro.
So then when it was time to get off the label, we used Sha to get the fuck off, right? It was like Sha.
Play your role. You're a manager, play your role.
Now, the thing is, I knew that if we got rid of Sha, then that was it. That was our connect to the label because they know that we didn't know shit. But they know they couldn't play that game with Sha because Sha already knows.
Hold on. Yeah. We go. What we did was, this is where I got smart. What we did was, Nick's attorney at the time that did the contracts for it, not our attorney, he left and he started his own firm. I went and hired him.
Yeah, there you go.
To represent me for Tully at. So in December 2018, we already secured like $9.2 million for our tech, for our app we built in the music space. So I helped him, he helped me figure out the deal over here.
For what? You said how much?
Tully. 9.2.
9.2?
Yeah.
Say that again. You can't just say 9.2.
9.2, right.
So check. Mind you, we're still signed to Atlantic in this management situation.
Right.
All right. So then I say, look, I need you to do me a favor. He goes, what? I said, I need you to represent us in the deal with Joyner. He was the attorney that drafted
put the deal
contracts.
together. So he knows how to untie those knots.
Okay. Right. So I hired him to represent Joyner.
To undo his work.
To undo the work. Now, Sha couldn't say, I'm not going to play ball. I just got the fucking attorney that drafted the fucking contract. You're going to play ball now.
Right.
Because now you don't have a voice over me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't got a voice over me, the person that don't know shit about this business, right?
Right.
But you ain't got a voice over him on the contract. You got me the first time. You're not going to get me this time.
Right.
You understand? So we brought him in. He started unwinding. I got your merch rights back. I got this back. I got that back. Over the course of a year, we get off the deal. Right around the same time, we get nominated for 2 Grammys.
That's something you clap for.
There you go.
That's That's something to clap
It
for.
was both things to clap for.
Everything. I'm
2
fucking with
Grammys.
you.
And I
Clap
was
for
like,
9.2
Joyner, I was like,
too,
yo, if we waited,
Facts.
we was never getting off.
Facts.
Because they would have been like, the reason you got a Grammy
Facts.
nomination is because of us.
Right.
And I was like, fuck. I was like, bruh, relief, complete relief. Anyway, so now 2019 comes around, February, I think. The term and the deal with Shaw is over. So Joyner hits Shaw. He goes, listen, I don't think I'm going to continue with the management deal, but let's figure out another way where we can still
Work together.
do work together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because again, it was like we weren't trying to fault him in terms of like we was like he's maybe just programmed for how he does his business, and he just put you into he doesn't know
In that
what
program.
you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
so it's like and he was cool as a person, so it was like, all right, fuck it. You know, let's figure out another role for maybe tour manager or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe something else. So he kind of presented that option to him. And did he even hit you back or nah?
Nah, you want to read the message that I wrote to that nigga last?
Oh, you
Read it
found
out.
it.
That's
Read it
a
out.
dictionary, bro.
I'm gonna let you read it. Read it
wow.
out.
There you go.
God damn,
Hold on, let's
Mec
get to this.
Mec is the
Let me get to-
journalist.
I'ma let
He
you
can-
read it.
Yo, so hold on. This is so hold on. So hold on. So
Yeah.
before you read it, this is after the whole lawyer shit happened
Right.
with the label,
Right.
after the tour shit happened, after the publishing deal, right? So while this is all happening, and there's multiple other things, right? But these are the big things that I'm
Right.
mentioning, right?
Where the money's coming in.
Right, and not working for 3 years, and paying you the whole 3 years as well, right? So he sends him a message, and I
knew I had
too
to
kind.
listen.
Go
I
ahead.
knew I had to cut ties because the end of the contract was pretty much it was
done.
It was done, and it was like, all right, well, I wanted to cut ties with him, but also figure out where I can place him. I don't know if it was, I told Drew, maybe he could be a tour manager, maybe he can be something, because I like Shaw and I want to keep him in the loop somehow, some way. I just don't feel like it worked as a manager situation.
Right.
I didn't hate
But that
the
doesn't
guy.
mean he doesn't have
That doesn't
assets
mean that he
someplace
doesn't
else.
have,
Bro,
right.
he played his role
He
when
played
he was
his role when he-
getting out
right,
the
but-
label shit too, so it's cool.
I didn't hate
You
the
know what I
guy.
mean?
I thought he was fucking cool. I thought we were
Just
friends.
didn't know better.
You know what I'm
You
Still
saying?
like him as a person.
So I send this nigga a message, and I want you to read the message. He still didn't respond to the message. It's 2019.
All right.
Read it out loud.
Christ on a cracker. That's not what it says. So the end of February is when our management agreement contracts are up.
I said February, right? Hi.
Yeah.
It's been a long journey. Just wanted to say thank you for everything you have done for me. Thank you for being a stand-up nigga and keeping it 100 the whole way through. As you know, at the time, I was still trying to find my way. I wanted a deal, I wanted certain things, and didn't know how the business worked. Thank you for schooling me on a lot of the business, even when things wasn't right with you and Drew. There was a lot of static and disagreement.
Right.
I vowed to be a real nigga and never choose sides and keep you on board till the end. I always wanted to have a great relationship with you and never burn a bridge, because I know at some point I'm going to need you again on behalf of my career. At this time, I can't afford to keep you on board at the current percent, and I realistically only need one manager these days. Thank you for even accepting less than 20% initially to help take my career to another level. I know that was a major sacrifice for you. I'm happy to say we are good friends, and I can always call on you to be there for me if I need you, and that goes vice versa. Just wanted to extend my gratitude for everything and let you know my moves so you are not thrown off when you get the written letter. That's all. Prayer hands. Love you, bro. Much respect.
No response.
The very next message says, your phone working? You receiving my messages?
No response.
And the very next message says, you mad at me or something? February 7th,
But
February
did it
7th.
say?
Yo.
Did it say?
Do you want me to-
read,
you want me to
No,
finish
he
it?
seen- he
Yo.
read it.
Oh,
You want me to finish it?
Finish.
Last paragraph. Damn, a nigga couldn't get no love before the Grammys. It's like that. That's whack, bro. Me and you always been A1. You never struck me as the type of nigga to ignore my messages and treat me like that. I ain't even do nothing to you but send you a real nigga message and thank you for all you have done for me. I ain't gonna lie, I'm quite surprised at you.
Wow.
7th from the 6th. The other messages were on the 7th, and that one was the 11th.
And that's
All
it,
of
right?
February.
You said everything
Nah,
he
you
wanted
missed
to hear.
one.
Nah, I
That
didn't.
last message was, well, fuck you then.
Nah.
So check, right?
Cap,
So,
I'm capping.
you know what happens after that, right? Litigation attorney hits us up.
For what?
Hey, I know the deal's over, but Shaw's still gonna get paid for another 3 years.
What?
It's a sunset clause.
Right.
That because he stayed in the entire term of the 3 years of the management agreement, he's done some work to contribute towards your career in those 3 years. So now he's gonna benefit on year 4, 5, and 6.
That's something y'all didn't know nothing about.
It's a sunset provision. I
Yeah.
guess it's standard.
It's-
It's standard,
yeah.
right?
Most of this stuff
Basically,
is
so
standard.
check. You know,
It's
when I was
just
telling
regular.
Joyner, look, this shit ain't working, fire
Right.
him. I was saying on the basis of just part ways now.
Sever
be
contact.
done.
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? The sunset won't even kick in. The sunset won't even kick in because you ended it in the first year.
Right.
It was done. It didn't work. There was no work you did in year 2 and 3 to get paid in year 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
Right? So
But because you ride out to the
because we
entire
rolled
term,
out the whole contract for 3 years,
Right.
the sunset kicks in. So he says, cool, like you're still gonna pay me. Like through his lawyer basically, right?
Yeah.
So and then he said it, I think he said it to Dub. He sent him a text, your man's still gonna pay me or some dumb shit like that to him. Anyway, like a text or whatever. So I said to Joyner, I said, look, bro, we got 3 years, we're gonna pay this guy. Now I know there's one thing that I don't wanna do, and I know you don't wanna do it, which is we're gonna work our asses off for the next 3 years. I'm
for
gonna
him
be
to get a
sick.
percentage.
Yeah, because we knew we were
If
going
I'm
to
a
lock in some big ass
cut-
deals, right?
Does the
Cut
percentage
him
go
a
down
check.
at least
You
during
understand what
the
I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna be
Sunset.
sick. I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm done. Like we've
Right.
paid him already. I'm
So if
done.
I would have signed a $10, $20 million deal, Shaw would have got a cut of that.
Right?
Right.
Hold on. And he tried to come for the Tully shit
Yep.
that I did $9.2 million on. And do you know what's crazy about the Tully company? I started it in 2015 with Joyner. So he knew about it the whole time.
Right.
In fact, the CEO of Warner offered $5 million to come into that company. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, we created something right underneath your nose, bro. And you didn't even give a fuck. And then that company turned around and went and raised this bread, right? So now when the sunset part kicked in, he tried to come for that bread.
Damn.
So what we did was we figured out what number
You understand what I'm
want.
saying?
What
He
number
tried to
do you
come for
want?
that bread.
Say it again, Joyner.
What number do you want to get us the fuck out of this deal so I don't have to pay you ever again? I think
Because I don't want to live through it. What'd you want?
150?
I don't know the number.
Some light, some
Whatever
some
it
light
was.
number?
It was like, whatever the number is, tell us what the number is, and then go your way.
So
and
we
we're
paid
done.
that. So as soon as we paid it, went our way, done.
And then do you know what happened 2 months after? 2 months after that?
You came for something else?
First record that went platinum.
Yeah.
First record that he dropped off of parting ties with him. We go platinum. ISIS.
We should take the 5 minutes. It's an hour and a half in.
And so begins Joyner's revenge tour. We're gonna take a 5-minute break.
DMX feature, priceless.
I know.
Super.
Now, was that before?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I spent a little time with X.
What was that like?
Got to pick his brain,
Rest
go
in
play
peace.
pool with him, chill with him. It was weird because I kind of had a feeling that, like, at some point he would go before his time, you know?
Right.
So I picked his brain and asked him a lot of questions about his life, his upbringing. You know, he was an open book with me. He was a beast in pool, too. I'll tell you that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I
Motherfucker
would
was
have played him.
He was on fuck with a bullet pool. You play pool?
Of course I do.
And lost to me. But it's another story.
That's a no.
Because you guys, everybody handy.
Why the
like
fuck
that.
we in a barbershop right now,
If
bro?
you-
We should be at a
We
pool
should be at a
table
pool
right now
hall so I
shooting
can
this.
bust
What
some
we
ass.
talking
That's
Oh,
about?
yeah, we can do that. I got one in my
crazy,
building.
Pause. Yeah,
That
that's
was
a
wild
pause.
crazy.
That's a big pause.
These guys, you know, you drop the 8 ball and they're like, oh, victory. Like, come on, bro.
Yo, you win some,
Come on, you want my
you
default.
win some, you lose
You want
some,
my
but you
default, my
live
nigga. Like,
to play
that's not
another
real.
day.
Said victory.
That's not real.
Yeah.
You got 5 balls on the table, but I dropped the 8 ball by accident. Like,
Come on, why?
man.
Yo, you lost, man. That's it. It don't matter how you're spinning. You lost,
whenever
man.
you ready, yeah, like we can play again. But
You won the game after that. You know. I
I'm
seen.
gonna win every game after that, bro.
Come on, bro.
But yeah, so you got to play pool when you beats at pool.
Yeah, that's we got pool table on the road, pool table all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm not
But I
getting
got to
involved.
play pool with X and pick his brain.
involved.
Yeah.
Was he
He was
dominating?
You ever met him?
Yeah.
You met X? He's exactly how he is on the songs, bro. All the random barking and shit.
Was he barking on the pool table?
Real life.
Rest
Yo,
in
real
peace,
shit.
No,
X.
he really.
Real shit. He
when
really did that.
he was-
When I was
he
in the
really
pool
does
hall with
that.
him, and I went in the elevator, it was just me and him in the elevator. Yo, listen.
What?
It was me and X in the elevator.
I feel like there's a
Me and
pause
him.
coming here somewhere.
No, I promise.
Oh,
Me
God,
and him,
come
come on, my nigga. We in the motherfucking elevator, just me and him. And this is one of the first times I chill with the nigga. And we in the elevator. The door shut to the elevator. It's just quiet as fuck, right? And he pushes the button. And all of a sudden, this nigga go, "What?" Just like that. I'm like, what the fuck? I swear to God. He just went, "What?" And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, this nigga really like that. Like, he really do that shit. He really do that. I wasn't about to ask him, why'd you do that?
Right.
I wasn't about to ask him that shit, because that would have been weird, but
Right.
it was like he just went, "What?" And I'm just like, oh, shit. This nigga really do that shit.
He
Wow.
barked.
Come on!
He barked on somebody for taking a picture, and when I say barked, I mean like he barked at the dude. We were yeah.
No, not like that.
Well, it don't sound like that, bro.
That was
Not
a,
like that.
I mean, no,
that was a chihuahua.
that was a chihuahua.
That was a chihuahua.
Let's go,
Yeah.
man.
No, that was it. That's it. He was
This
upstairs.
look,
He was
you
upstairs
taking a
talking
picture?
to somebody, and a homeboy on the side, on some regular shit, just pulled
Was it a
his phone
sneaky
out.
picture?
No, it was he wasn't hiding. He was just he's talking to somebody. Oh shit, DMX is talking. DMX sounded like he was about to say something deep. Homeboy went in his pocket, pulled his phone out, went like this, and like went to record. And D was talking, and he looked to the side and caught homeboy with.
That's a form of
And he
disrespect.
barked twice at him. No, no pictures. And like, he barked at him twice. Homeboy,
Yo, X is a real
What would you say was
Oh, it's crazy.
was probably the best jewel you got from spending time with?
the best jewel?
Man.
Damn.
Like if we get in the elevator now, you gonna go what out of nowhere?
Nah, I'm not into that. Funny is, we had a real conversation one day about labels and shit. And he went into this whole story. Actually, I got it on video. We get into a whole story about labels, and he was telling me about his experience with labels and how they did him dirty and da. I was explaining my displeasurement with the label that I was on at the time, and he basically told me how it works and how it is. And then he told me that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make sure that you gotta make sure that you are bringing something to the table. You gotta make these motherfuckers believe in you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make these motherfuckers fight for you. You gotta make them go crazy. You gotta bring something to the table that's just like undeniable. And right after I did that record, I wrote "I'm Not Racist." Wow. Changed my whole life.
Wow.
Right after that conversation, the first record I wrote was "I'm Not Racist."
That record came after the
Right after the conversation with X. Because it was like, at that point, I knew I had to do something. It was like, damn, I got to do something. Like, what he's saying resonating with me. Cause
That was his actual last ditch effort into like trying to get something to work.
Yeah,
Like with or with the label.
with the label.
I wish the things that the label does wouldn't be so bad if they were honest. Like if they didn't have that pitch meeting before you came in and everybody's talking about how you're the greatest thing
sham?
since sliced bread, right? Right. If they didn't set that up before you came in and everybody really sat down with you and said, okay, listen,
We don't know who the fuck you are,
we see potential.
but we see potential.
We kind of see where you're going here. We see where it could be,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, but don't get it twisted.
We ain't got this shit
These
figured
guys
out
are the
this week.
priority.
Yeah.
We don't know what you about to do. We're interested, but we have no idea what
Right.
if you even gonna be here next year.
100%.
So what's good? Like
Right.
you have an idea, you got a plan. I would much rather see those kind of conversations versus, oh my God, he's the greatest thing ever. Oh shit, we got the next Michael Jackson. Get it? Because
Right.
you already think that they're going to go that hard for you.
Pause.
When you hit,
But
you think they're gonna work that hard with you when you step in the door and everybody's gassed you. They got your pitch up.
Right.
You think you're already there. You don't think. And every artist I talk to, when you get signed, that's where the work starts.
Yeah.
But if they gas you to think you already there, you don't think you have to do much.
Yeah, I mean, and then one of my biggest things was after I'm like, hold up, so when does the machine come into play?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, well, they're really, the machine is, you know, you got to get a record to go. And I said, what the fuck you mean I got to get a record to go? I thought, I just signed this fucking. Yeah,
we
but
already
that-
doing what we doing.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
but
how we
you
got
know,
here.
So I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. What you're telling me is that you motherfuckers, you're telling me that there's no the machine comes after the record is already going?
You're here
I wouldn't
just in
even fucking
case.
need you. I wouldn't even need you motherfuckers. We already had the bread. We didn't need the money. What the fuck?
Most
Yo,
artists-
hold on. I'm not racist. X. Hold on. So I'm not racist. Actually didn't get released through the label,
Right.
even though we were signed.
Right.
So a phone, he created I'm Not Racist in less than 5 days, right? So he said, I got an idea. I'm gonna create something. And I got an idea. And I said, okay, I'll hit you back. Hit me up again. Day later, listen, how long does it need to be? I said, because we was talking about like digital and like, cause we already figured out what works for us, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we didn't need the label for that. We needed them for everything else they can provide, right?
Right.
So we're trying to work within our business operation, which is create content, get it to go viral, figure out the platform to put it on, right? And then amplify it, right? So he creates, he goes, how long is it gonna be? And this is when Instagram first did the reels and it was only like a minute long. So I was like, figure out how to do it on IG, whatever you're gonna do. He goes, all right, bet. Hits me back. He goes, listen, I got bad news. I said, what? He goes, the shit gonna be like 5-6 minutes long.
Right.
I said, nah, it's not gonna work. He said, but if you take any part of it, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
I said, okay. He goes, I hit you back. This is day 3.
Day 3.
Bro, day 5, he sends me the video.
No, he's calling me day 3, like, yo, what are you doing? I said, I can't talk right now.
He's
Shoot
not,
the
he's
video.
just blowing me, like, he's not even, he's blowing me
I'm
off. Like,
busy.
go,
Hold
go,
on,
go.
hold on. Rewind it back. How do you find
Not now. I'm
people
busy.
that are not only good enough actors,
Yeah.
but they're able to memorize your verse? At
So
the
I
same time?
specifically look for rappers.
He put a rapper as the actor.
Because you know rappers know how to memorize lyrics, they know how to convey it and say it without it looking fucking weird.
Right.
So I'm finding rappers, motherfuckers that I know personally that rap, niggas that are independent, that, you know, still, you know, in the trap. So it's like, you want to be in the video? I'm going to give you the song, memorize the first verse. You got 3-4 days to do it. That's it. This nigga, you want to do it? I already know who I see in my head. Every single actor you see in my videos are niggas that I personally know from around the way. Or just recently we got Rotimi and Broski, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But again, I chose somebody that was in music, someone that knew how to remember. I wouldn't choose just a random actor, right? You would have had to have some sort of music background where I know that when you're lip syncing, this shit ain't gonna look weird. You know what I mean? So, can you imagine fucking Denzel Washington trying to rap a verse? It might look weird, right? Because he don't rap.
Right.
So it's like,
How'd you convince the guy that rap the first verse, like, it's okay. You can say nigga.
So this motherfucker.
Well, he didn't really say it.
Well,
He
I
said it.
Yeah, but he lip synced it.
That was the
He
sacrifice.
understood it was acting.
That was the
and,
sacrifice
he
of that
didn't give a
video.
fuck because he knew that it was acting and he was okay. I was more afraid for him. I'm like, you sure you want to do this shit, man?
Right, exactly.
He was like, bro, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it. I'm cool. I know it's just acting, so
He's
it is what it
acting.
is. I said, all right, but you realize that motherfuckers are gonna hate you for a long time until they watch the whole video. He was like, yeah, I'm good with it. So we did that. Yeah, he did that.
And we already got some buzz, we were the label, so it's like, he's like, all right, it's another shot, you know what I mean? Like, but so 5 days, he sends me the fucking video, bro. And I watch it, I go, this is crazy. Like, this is nuts. He goes, we gotta drop that next. Like, now.
Yeah.
I said, all right, let's hit up the label. Let's get it in the works. Boom. So we set up a call. We're hyped. Y'all see the video? Yeah. One of them said, well, I didn't watch it all because I was kind of offended by like the first 10 seconds of it.
Oh, that's crazy.
I was like, wow.
No, that's typical.
Then they
like,
tell me, they
yeah.
say, look,
I was
you
like,
can't put this out.
hold on, no,
You gotta
no,
change
no.
the ending.
Hold
I said, what?
No, that's what one person said.
I
Yeah,
said, what
you're
you
right,
mean?
you're right, you're
It
right.
was like,
you're
you
right.
gotta change the
Yeah,
ending. The
you did.
ending just doesn't, we gotta do something different. I said, I'm not fucking changing the ending. The video's gonna stay as
Change
is.
it to what?
I don't know. I was like, the video's gonna stay as is. I'm like, all right, well, I don't know if you're gonna be able to put it out.
So then there was, well, if we're gonna release it, we should do it in March because there's some presidential thing happening in March and it's the best time to align it. And here we're in like November. Right. So we're like, so drag this till March. All right, whatever. Get off the call. He calls me right away. He goes, yo, drop this tomorrow. And I said, bro, I can't do, can we do Tuesday? He or Tuesday or Thursday, one of them. I said, Tuesday or Thursday. He goes, yeah, just drop it. That song got uploaded into TuneCore for $50. 90 days later, TuneCore reports $50,000 in earnings that happened in 2 days because the label claimed the record after 2 days. So we made 50 grand in 2 days. On I'm Not Racist.
And they claim the rest.
The only reason I know that is because the song wasn't submitted through the label.
Right.
Right.
The song was submitted through TuneCore.
You went to outside distribution.
We didn't even use the label for that record.
Right.
We had no record label. We went and we did it like within days' notice. It wasn't even ingested for like 23 days, so editorials can do what they need to do and playlists and.
What you
know
guys
what I'm
preaching
saying?
is mutiny
Okay.
right now. You know?
He said, "Let this shit fucking go. Let it go." I was like, "All right, fuck it." I upload it in TuneCore for $50. 60 days later, we get the report, right? But it's only for 2 days of earnings, because by day 3, they've claimed the record. So they saw all of that. You see what I'm saying? So at that moment, that was like a very bitter feeling because it was, he created something. He had a conversation with X. He created something, right, as an artist that was gonna fucking shock the world. He had to take it to the label, which he did,
Bro,
and then had to drop it independently, and then you reap the
I'm not
rewards of it.
racist.
Like,
When I
it's
did-
crazy.
when I had
It's a crazy feeling.
created that joint, niggas are still in the hood. Niggas are still trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. But while I was creating that record, some weird shit started happening to me. Something different, bro. Like I started like feeling weird, bro. Like it was like I started spacing out and shit. And like I just started like, my shorty at the time was like, yo, you good? Because I would just be blanking out. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. but I would just be I knew everything was gonna change. It was like I had this feeling
like this is
gonna change everything. And it was like I'd be in the shower just like blank face, like just staring, just thinking of bars, and it was just like my brain was just on like and it was computing shit, and it was like I was like channeling through like a higher power to like help me write this record, bro. It was like some weird shit was happening to me.
It was like the most desperate time I seen him.
Yeah, it was some weird shit
crazy.
was happening to me, bro. And I didn't know what the fuck it was. I just knew that something great was gonna. I remember telling Shorty like, "Yo, this is gonna change everything. This is gonna change everything, bro. I already know it." And then when I put that shit out, I just went to sleep. As soon as we click upload, I went to bed. I woke up. My mom's like, "Joyner, wake up. You're on fucking CNN." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Come in the room." Go in the room. CNN, every single fucking news channel you can think of. I mean, the video was on every news channel, bro. It was like, it was like as if it was like some 9/11 shit that just happened. Like the whole world just was like,
It just stopped.
it was everywhere. The whole world just stopped.
Bro, my phone
Social
went
media,
off like
every
crazy.
single account, everybody was uploading, sharing, commenting, and the shit went just. That video was just, it literally changed everything overnight. These doors I've been trying to kick down my whole life, you know, trying to get a hold of certain niggas.
Bro, you talk about all the biggest of the biggest
and celebrities
posted
in
it.
the world posted it. All the people I couldn't get in touch with before, the people I always wanted to work with, the people I wanted. Now the doors are open. The floodgates is open. Now these motherfuckers are hitting me up.
Now it's like now I've arrived.
Now I've arrived. Now I'm here. Everything. My life changed after that. My whole life changed after that. I'm Not Racist changed my entire life. Literally, that one song changed my life.
Yeah, and
the
we don't.
video
Hold
that
on,
you're
hold on.
not even in.
I'm not even in, but the genius behind the video was that because I knew that by getting this white boy to say the most craziest racist shit, right, that people were gonna assume he was Joyner Lucas. Right?
That was the sacrifice.
That was the sacrifice.
That was the sacrifice.
It was like,
I thought the other kid was Joyner Lucas.
no. Initially, when you first hear
It's the first thing you see.
first thing you
So
see
you don't
is
know.
white boy. So you're
Right.
like, oh, this is.
Oh, no, I didn't
A lot of
believe-
people
I
didn't even
believe
make
that
it.
came
Right.
from
A
white.
lot
I
of
didn't
people
believe
did.
it.
A lot of people did though. A lot of people
Right.
believed that was
Because they didn't know, right?
Wow.
until they got to the second verse, and then you realize, okay, so
Same
the black
voice.
guy's Joyner Lucas, and then that make you want to go do your research, and once you do your research, you would have then discovered, oh
Yeah.
shit, this is Joyner Lucas, and then it
yeah.
would bring you down the pipeline to where you are now watching all Joyner Lucas's fucking videos, right? That was the genius in it,
Right.
and it worked exactly like that. You had no choice but to go research who the fuck is Joyner Lucas.
So if nothing else, then to get a picture of the guy behind the song.
Yeah.
So check. So
Mhm.
so even before getting to I'm Not Racist, right? He would like rap on freestyles. Like he would pick beats and just rap on them, right? And that was a way to try to get heard too, you know what I'm saying? And so when he did this, where again, this is real time. 5 days later, he takes the Gucci Gang beat,
Yeah.
and he does a remix to it. Bro, that shit got 100 million views on YouTube. Like, we've gone to a concert, 2,500, 3,000 people. You know, it's not stadiums, right? But when's the last time you can tell me 3,000 people at one time can rap every word from a fucking freestyle?
Freestyle.
Yeah, it was crazy.
From a freestyle.
What year in the deal were you when I'm Not Racist dropped?
This was a year.
2017,
Yeah, this was a
November.
year.
So 1 year before it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, a year.
Did
We got nominated the following year.
right? Did anyone in the label come to you and say, "Yo, you got one. We need to turn this up. We need to open this up.
No.
We need to do this. We need to."
No,
And
shall I
that's
tell you
the-
what happened after that? Hold on, I'll tell you what happened after that. We went to a Christmas party, right? We earned our respect now. Now you know we can fucking do this, you know what I'm saying? So now step into gear. It's 2017, we didn't get off till December 2018. Step into gear. Like now, come
Yeah,
forward
yeah.
and make it happen. Come on, we're meeting
We held
you
up
more
our
than
part of the
halfway,
bargain.
right?
You said you wanted us
Alright.
to get a record going. We got
Cool.
one.
So, boom, we go to a Christmas party. And someone comes up to me and goes, listen, I know you released that on TuneCore, but you should have laid it up with a label. It would have been better. I said, Okay. There's a reason why we did it. We bought it to you. One person said, fucking change it. The other person said, don't release it till March. Like, whatever. Anyway.
Right.
And then an executive decision maker, we all know in this room, says to Joyner, hey, I know you're going on that tour because we had lined up a tour. I know you're going on that tour. So I've got you that tour support you need. But after this, you're done. Make it happen.
Like no more tour support after this.
Like
we're
after
not
this,
getting
there's no more budget for your tour supports.
Right.
So do this because you want to do it, but after this, you're done. You got to figure it out. Like almost like don't think you the shit because you just did what you did. Let me check you real quick, like to let you know that I still hold the higher power.
Because they have to retain their authority.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that
Because I mean, it was mutiny.
This at Christmas, this at Christmas party. So November
Right.
we dropped. This is December. I can't lie about this. Look, my dates is correct every time I say them. He showed you the text, like.
Yeah, no,
all right,
I get
so,
it.
No,
so
but-
check
but-
November, December.
But considering the vibe that you guys are giving off is, we did something without you. That can't circulate in the label
No, hold on,
for
hold
other
on.
artists to be like,
Bro,
I'm gonna do
he
what
got
Joyner
he got
did.
signed
You dig
because
what I'm saying?
he got signed because we was doing it before you.
Yeah,
That's how we got
different
signed.
energy.
No, when I say I'm here now, we're supposed to be working together, and I pulled the fast
what
move
did I say?
and it hit.
I said it's his last
This
ditch
can't
effort.
circulate in the office because the other artists are gonna be like, yeah, y'all know what y'all fucking about, what y'all talking about, because Joyner just did this shit without y'all, and look how that shit turned out. So I'm gonna do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
We
knows
didn't
that, bro.
broadcast
Nobody
that.
knows that.
We
We're not
never
being
said-
vocal about
we
that.
never
It's not
said,
like it's
"Yo,
a
I
news
did this,"
story inside the building
you know
that we
what I'm
did that.
saying? And you guys follow suit because I did this. It was like kept with me. Only me and him knew that. We didn't tell people that.
Did the
You know what I'm
video
saying?
say records on it?
Well,
Where? We put it out through
we
TuneCore.
put it out through TuneCore, but you know they went and jumped in front of it and claimed it, and
Yeah.
you know.
We didn't know that until 60 days after.
They have the right.
Because the first earnings come in. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't even know that. So,
see the better the
but what I'm saying is that was his last ditch. That came from X, last ditch effort to, hey, like step behind me and help me, like show me, like make me a priority in this building and like really put up the budgets
almost
and
an
believe in
olive
my
branch.
vision
Like,
and
I know
stop
it didn't
being
go right
roadblocks.
so far, but look,
That was
here's
the
the
last
records
ditch
you said
effort.
you wanted. Do what you said you were gonna do.
Right.
Here it is. Here's the thing you said you wanted me to do.
They
I
didn't
got it
believe
here
in
for
the.
you.
They didn't believe in some of our
Methods.
Some of our methods. One of the methods that we had when we came to them and said, look, I've spent a lot of money on Facebook. Now Facebook has a trickle down effect, so people are discovering me on Facebook, and then they're going to, you know, follow me on Instagram. Then they're going to YouTube and they're watching the videos, and then they're gonna stream the fucking songs on Spotify, iTunes, Apple, buy it. So we need to start dumping money into Facebook, right?
This
And
is
I know
2016.
and this, I know this is non-traditional because you guys, like, who the fuck dumps a bunch of money into Facebook when you're a label, right? You
But
guys,
that's where you started.
right? But this is where I started.
That's
this
where
is
we
what
had 1
works
million
for us,
people
and
built up.
This is what we're doing.
That's where you should water
and
the
it's
ground.
already working.
Multiply
right?
the progress.
And the trickle down effect is gonna happen, and it's already proven to happen. And this is how we're making 10,000.
That's why we're sitting
It
here.
Started here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's double down on this. No,
It was a drip feed.
they didn't want it.
It's like, we'll give this much here, but we got to do this. Now, if you ever seen label accountings, you'll see A&R receipts, you'll see expenses, you'll see all of that. It's just, they're just trying to figure out where to program the dollars, you know what I'm saying, over here and justify. Because look, if you turn around and gave us a couple $1 million to just pour there, like, who knows how far we could go. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so hard to get one thing to work. It's so difficult to get one thing to work. It's the hardest shit in the world.
Right.
And then once you get that one thing to work, the instant thing is, I gotta get something else to work. Instead of, let me focus on this one thing that fucking works. Right? And so we knew this one thing that worked, that got us to this point, and we knew exactly how we wanted to execute it. As soon as the label came in, it came with a template. Here's your
Which is
project
the- which
manager.
is
Here's
the
your marketing
mistake.
person. Here's your this. Here's
Right.
your that.
Mistake.
And now you gotta. It's like a curriculum, like a school. Now
like
you
it-
gotta go through the
It's
school.
so ironic that you
You know?
you guys just played a record with Simba, because Simba had the same kind of idea and he sat in the chair and kind of discussed his frustrations. He said, I told the label, like, keep your video budget. No, forget the video. Give me the budget and I'll create just content for social media.
Yeah, and send back to you. Yeah.
I told Simba the issues he was gonna be facing before he even faced them. When we went on tour, I brought him on tour with me.
Yeah.
I kind of schooled him and told him, you know, some of the shit that I had, problems that I had, and I told him what he was about to face since, you know, he was signed, you know, and
Right.
yeah.
And that's why erasing the age gap is important. Because the OGs who've been through this system can turn around and help you get past these stumbling blocks. Before you even get there, they can help you get past them. Y'all so quick to call somebody washed and irrelevant, and they got all the keys. You just shitting on them. Stupidity. Anyway, I think the biggest issue I have with labels when it comes to stuff like that is because it's a template, nobody looks at the individual. And instead of treating it like it's not one size fits all.
Right.
This dude is doing something a little different. We need to alter this approach.
Right.
We need to alter this, the way he does things, the way he's seeing success. If we change this thing here, the other things might work, but we need to change this part. Actually, we need to change 4 or 5 of these parts because this guy's doing it a very
They
specific
don't
way.
want things to be disrupted though. It's like when you're so used to a certain business model and you're so used to using that business model, it's like for somebody to come in and disrupt that business model, it's almost like a threat.
But it would work.
Right, but they don't give a fuck about that.
Long term, it would work.
You're talking to a $1 billion company, bro.
Bro,
Billion.
it makes
Billion
look. It makes
dollar
sense for
company.
us, right? Because we can make $1 million, $2 million,
Right.
$10
They
million,
don't give a
20
fuck
million,
about
even
that
make 50 million, 100 million.
Right.
Okay, one of those entities is making 4 or 5 billion every year.
Thanks.
The big dogs.
And
They're
now
making
they-
4 or 5 billion on music.
And now they're cutting 800 jobs, and there's a 40% drop in
Right,
music.
because it's managed by people. There's no workflow.
But that's part of my point.
But workflow is technology.
Make the adjustment then.
The workflow is technology.
Make the adjustment.
Workflow is
We're
technology.
saying the same thing.
So Tully, the company that we raised 9.2 million in,
Right.
that is for workflow. We built technology that creates workflow for how labels and managers manage an artist. So if you want your contracts, your stems, your masters, your splits, your distribution, a notepad, a recording device, we built all those features and put them all into one app.
All right, so break down this whole Tully thing.
Tully is a platform for artists to be able to store their music in there, be able to write, record, and play beats at the same time in one single screen, in which we have a patent for that. You'll be able to store your masters. There's also a split sheet thing in there for managers and for artists to be able to see how much percentages that they're making on each record. Because a lot of artists couldn't tell you what percentage they're making on this song and what their splits were for this or what that was for that. So Tully basically does that. We also have opportunities on there for artists to be able to work and collaborate with other artists. There's a lot of different functioning tools and stuff on there. There's loop functions. There's, you know, you can work with other artists in remote look. So if you're here, I'm here, we can work on a song together. So we wanted to use it as a collaboration, pre-production tool
And
for
it's
artists.
all
to
through an
have
app.
Through an app.
So it's all happening through an app.
That's
That's all happening through, even the recording.
yes, that's the short form version of what Tully is.
So you guys distribute to all the DSPs through Tully.
The main DSPs, like
The main-
Apple, you know what I mean? It's
Spotify,
workflow, you know what I mean?
iTunes.
We're not competitors to, you know, DistroKid and TuneCore. Those are real distribution companies, been doing it a long time. Our thing was, how do we just connect the dots
Yeah.
for things that aren't just easily available and put it in one place?
Okay, so you guys responsible for the updates on
Yeah.
on TuneCore and
Updates on TuneCore.
and Distro and the other distributors? Because now I see that they're doing the splits. They're setting up there's tabs that you can enter the splits and stuff like that. Did that start with you guys?
Yeah, we started on mobile.
Wow.
And now they go into their system, you can do it on theirs as well now, yeah. So it was hard for us to distribute music because they dominate the market. You know, we don't dominate that market. We're just building product in real time. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different, the dynamics of like, you know, what our objective was with it versus a company that's set up to do it. These companies are $100 million funded, distribution companies. All they do is send to DSPs, nothing else. Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, but their customer service is ass.
Hey, yo, fuck all that. How did you get from the battle rap shit into this podcast shit? Because this shit is fire.
Well, for me,
When I seen you doing this shit, I'm like, this shit hard that you, pause. This shit is fire that you.
he didn't get caught all day. Did he get caught?
Nah, I caught him one time.
Okay.
You called me?
Yeah, one time.
You did catch me. Pause. How you went from beating niggas up on the how you go from that to creating your own podcast, and then I see like it really catching on, and it's a respectable podcast. So congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I
See,
just
they didn't clap. You ain't mad at them.
Yeah, nobody clapped. Nobody clapped.
Come on, man.
Come on, Drew. Clap it up.
I'm just looking for the niggas that's not clapping. Like, who that?
This shit
cool,
feels
I know how to
staged.
do
You
it.
know what I'm saying? Because you know they used to film those episodes and everyone gonna clap at a time.
While I was in battle rap,
Yeah,
there was bloggers that was making a lot of money
yeah.
creating bad headlines on it. And I saw the views that this shit was going. I'm like, if y'all so interested, I'ma just create my own shit, and you can hear all the shit I'm going through from the horse's mouth. Well, once I did that, and I started inviting other battle rappers, and we got a format down, it just kept moving. And for me, you know, I've always had like, you know, people in the industry that I associate with, talk with, whatever, pop in at these sessions. So I would invite, like Method Man was probably the first guest. That's the big bro, like shout out to Meth, like forever. First guest, Cassidy pulled up, and it just kept moving.
So you just like, I'm gonna invite all these like some of these rappers, battle rappers, and niggas that come tell their story.
Talk shop. Because, I mean, who else is, like, if we got to get into lyrics, if we got to get into, like, the performance, like, we see it now with, like, the NBA. NBA players rather have those conversations with other NBA players because
100, yeah.
you could relate. You
Yeah,
can talk.
yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, okay, I'm the rappers. Yeah, I'm in here busting my brain. Yo, when you said such and such, that was crazy. When you did that, it's a different appreciation because I know what it is. Even when you're talking about this label shit, imagine if the label had artists working in those departments, it would be a lot more care, a lot more customer service. Because it's like, yo, I know what this feels like. You know what I mean?
I dig it.
So, shit just went up.
The biggest cosign the show had.
Yo.
That was delayed.
You got me beat right now, you heard?
Yeah.
Once again.
Pause.
That's a pause.
Yeah, that's a pause.
I'm trying to stop it. The biggest cosign we had was Eminem.
Yeah.
And the reason why he co-signed it was because he said these are the guys who know.
Yeah, he came up here?
No, he did a completely separate talk with Crooked Eye. Shout out to Crooked Eye. He did a completely separate talk with Crook and was like, yo, those guys, this is what I'm talking about. They know exactly what it is. They know lyrics, they know hip hop. These are real hip hop heads.
Right, like a motherfucker could tell you, like you got a car, you go to a mechanic, the mechanic is gonna be like, yo, that's some shit right there. You trust the mechanic because the mechanic knows his shit. That was the metaphor he used as far as like, you know, us reporting on stuff or talking about verses because we know what the fuck it is. We do the same shit. We busting our brains to create these bars that people are gonna like, oh shit, or not even catch. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
Speaking of writing, do you still have those moments that you were talking about, zoning out, being in the shower, and before you came up with I'm Racist? Do you still? No.
Moments in the shower.
You said that's where you were.
He's kind of did
You
though.
said that's where you were.
Right.
Speaking of showers, can we get to this Ashanti
kinda did,
thing?
bro.
Can we get
You said that's where you were.
No, it is what he say he was. If you didn't know that and you said that, it's
But
crazy.
we all knew that.
It's
So I'm not
crazy.
doing that. We all. I don't give a fuck. No. He said that's where he was.
Speaking
I'm
of
recalling the
showers.
story.
Speaking of showers,
Speaking of showers, this guy.
were you guys dating
Yeah,
for a while?
yeah.
You decided to make this record with him?
That's the first time we met.
Creating the record.
The first time we met was on the day of that shoot.
Yeah, I could definitely see a relationship developing from that.
She's a beautiful person.
Yes. Yeah, shout out to Ashanti.
Shout out to Ashanti, a beautiful
Shout out to
person.
Ashanti.
Nothing but good things to say about Ashanti, and I'm happy for her.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you directed that, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Directs all his videos. Directs all his videos.
Yeah, but this one's funnier. This one makes me.
I was like, cut. We didn't get that. Let's
Yo, all right, look. This next shot, I need you to suck my tongue.
You're stupid.
That's crazy.
Where's your happiness at? Where's the good side?
My kids. Yeah.
You got a video cover where you're killing your old self and you're this sinister guy because the industry has made you that way and life has turned you into this and all this trash. Where are you finding
Kids. Yeah, my kids, and really just spending time with my kids, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
Math
that
the
like?
same way.
That's my happy place.
Yeah, that's
Math the same exact
that's
way.
mine.
That's my
Anytime I
happy
speak
place.
to Math, feel like I'm with the kids.
That's it.
Word.
There's
Yeah,
nothing better
son.
than being with your kids, bro.
Word.
You know? There's nothing better than that. Like, being with your kids is like that's really where it's at. I want to, like, I always said, like, Robert De Niro just had a baby, bro. Salute to that man. Like, that's real shit. It's like, bro, he's
Still out there popping them out. That's what's
this
up.
nigga Al Pacino too.
Yeah, I saw that story. Al Pacino.
Yeah, Al Pacino too. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Ooh,
How often do
boy.
you? I guess that's something you got to make time for these days to be able to sit down with the kids and have the quality time. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult because you're trying to balance so much at the same time. It's like I try to keep it separate. I want my time with my kids to be my time with my kids.
Phone off. No,
No,
call.
not to that extent, but more so
Okay.
in a sense of like, it's easy for me to get caught into the music and the recording, and it's just like time goes by, and and it's like you realize that you're not spending time with your kids, right?
Right.
So it's like I try to manage it to where it's like when I'm recording, and when I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids. I'm not trying to incorporate the two. You know what I mean?
So you don't bring them to the studio.
Not really. I try to have daddy time and then music time.
Separate
Are,
the two.
I try to.
are
separate
they old
the two.
enough to? Because I don't know. Are they old enough to want to know what daddy does?
Yeah,
for
what's
them? Are
their
they
age?
curious?
Yeah, my son Joyner's 8. My son Jabari is about to be 2.
Oh, so they know. They're like, yeah, daddy's famous.
Yeah, Joyner know.
Yeah.
Joyner knows for sure.
I mean,
Right
Joyner's
now,
face
yeah.
is on his Evolution,
Yeah.
a mixtape project.
I don't really
You
know
what I'm
if it
saying?
like
You know,
click
Right.
yet
Yeah.
for him. It's like he
hasn't
knows,
fully clicked, yeah.
but he hasn't really sat back and was like, yo.
Hold up.
You don't realize what he's born into.
You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't
That
realize
part
what you're
hasn't
born
happened.
into, for
Are you
sure.
thinking
My
about?
daughters know my subscribers. They're like, Daddy, you almost 1 million subscribers, Daddy. I'm like, yeah, you trying to get there?
But it's like the love that you get from your kids, right? And it's like I've always, and then once they reach a certain age, I already know when they turn 16, 17, 18, it's just going to be different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just want to keep having kids.
Oh, Nick Cannon.
Bro, for real. I see why
Yo, your Nick Cannon
I
vibe?
love kids, bro. It's like I do. I love
You
my
love the
kids.
little ones, not
The little ones. I don't know how it is when they get big, but when they start getting big, I can.
When they start
I'm already
getting
having
big.
a G check the shit out of my son, so I already know, like nigga.
Bro, I'm
G-check.
about to pull up on my son and just wait outside for him and give him the gut check, bro. Like, why you ain't picking up your phone? What's up, man?
Yeah, so
You
I
got that from daddy, though. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't get that from
You
me.
ain't got that from you, nigga.
Not with him.
Yo, you don't pick up phone or strap.
Genetically.
How old is he?
But his calls get picked up,
How
bro.
old
I
is
don't
he?
play that shit.
How old is he?
He's 21 now.
Grown, son.
That's why he ain't picking up the
Come
phone.
on,
He
son.
got
So
shit
what?
to do.
Yo,
I want to talk to you.
listen, man, you came out of the sack. pick up the phone.
He's letting
The
off
sack is calling.
He got his own sack. He ain't thinking about
Nah, but you know what I'm saying.
Pause, man.
Zay gonna see this and say, pause, Pops, you wild.
That's a grown
Definitely,
man,
he's definitely
bro.
going.
He
He's
ain't
definitely
Zach is
He
going.
gonna
It's
pause the shit out of
He's
you.
definitely going.
Shout to Zay.
Word.
That's a grown man,
But
bro.
it gets tough when they get older because you're like the guide up until a certain point.
Yeah.
And at some point they start thinking, nah, I'm gonna do it my way, Pop. And you're like, you gotta kind of pull back and be like, I can't force you to, to see what I'm seeing, but take the walk, I'm here with you. And when they take the walk and they come back, yo, Dad, you was right. I told you, motherfucker. I told you. But, it's their life. At some point, you got to be like, all right, where you at? A concert?
I like this.
Okay,
I
be
like
careful.
I like the small, like when my kids are small and they little and you pick them up and hold them, play
Right.
fight with them and all that shit, like that shit. Like they run to you, Daddy, Dad.
Yeah.
You don't get that shit. Your kid don't even pick up his fucking phone now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're grown men now.
You don't
It's
get
different.
that shit
Yeah.
now, right?
Math
It's
ain't
like, bro,
picking up Zay, yo, what's
Yeah.
up?
I want that feeling though.
Right.
Like I want to keep having
But
that.
there's
feeling.
different ways. Okay, so like my son's birthday, he didn't know I was gonna be around or whatever. His mom said, I'm gonna take you to a basketball game. His favorite player is Kevin Durant. She pulls up to the front of the arena. I'm standing there. He's like, oh shit, I knew this guy. Something told me. I'm like, don't worry about it. Get inside. We didn't have the floor, but we was one row behind the floor. KD, we argued about battle rap years ago. So I'm sitting there like, this motherfucker see me. He see me. He's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yeah, yo, it's my son's birthday. Can we get a picture? He's like, yeah, got you. Good. So, got the picture. He's like, Dad, I got a picture with KD. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then you
And
get
that
the
shit
hug.
made you
Then you get the
hug,
little
you get
kid
the
there
feel,
like,
you know?
Dad, oh my God. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And you're like, yeah.
Because he played ball too.
Word.
Zay played ball.
Facts.
Nice.
Facts. So those moments you get.
You don't ever want to you don't ever be thinking like you want another like small kid.
I do, but
How
at
old
the
is the
same
youngest?
time, it's like
No?
How old is your
7.
youngest? Yeah, he
GG 7.
See, that's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
then like he gonna turn 8, 9, and then 12, and then 21.
Oh, my daughters is the young ones.
12 and 21.
Those are the ones
How
that
old
I'm
your
like,
daughters?
slow down.
Well, at 12,
Don't
niggas
get
is
no
actually
older.
21.
Gone.
7 and 9.
I was 21
my
at
daughters.
12.
Yeah, he got small kids.
Yeah.
But then like I'm saying, like when they get of a little age, I want to start all over again. I love kids, bro.
Yeah.
How do you know that? Like maybe the ride will be so good that
Pause.
you won't.
Yeah. Pause.
I'm talking about children. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Come on.
Take it easy, R. Kelly. I'm not doing that. I'm talking about children.
Come on. The ride would be so good.
Maybe the journey
Crazy.
will be so good. Jesus H. Christ.
Yo, it's just
Maybe
wild.
the journey will be so.
Let's take a
Yo,
break,
Mac,
man.
you got to deal with it, Mac.
I do
Gotta deal with
not.
it.
I
That's
do
how
not.
it-
I refuse to
Come
fuck
on,
with you
man.
now. Fuck out of
I'm
here.
not safe. Yeah.
Maybe the journey will be so, you get to see him grow and evolve and all. Maybe you won't want to
But
necessarily
you're
go
still,
back to
you're
the
still
little.
seeing the journey evolve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but-
that's not stopping the journey from evolving.
Right, but
No, it's different when they become like not your homies, but like you
Yeah,
can go out with them.
yeah. It's
You
not
know
the
what I
same.
mean?
See,
You
that's
could,
not the same.
go say this to Shorty.
I like coming home. I like
See
coming
what
home.
happens, you know what I mean?
He's like your friend now, bro. You feel
Yeah,
me?
but you're gonna get to that point.
But you can have both,
True.
right?
Oh, you
can have
wanna?
the
You
friend.
just wanna?
Bro, the baby feeling,
Nah, it ain't
like
that.
it's
just
different.
Like having
It is
like,
different
yo,
though.
Like my son,
Their
Gerard,
breath starts thinking and all that mad quick. It's like that it's like that firstborn to like maybe like 4 years old.
Is this
and then
why-
after that,
Yeah.
they farting, their breath stink. You know what I'm
No, they
saying?
done- nah, they
and
fart
now
way
you're
before
like,
that.
yo, they're
They fart
overrated.
way
What
before
the,
that.
what's going on?
is this why?
Yeah.
Is this why people like grandparents fiend for grandkids so bad? They want
Maybe.
the baby
Bro,
feeling
there's
back.
Maybe,
Is
maybe,
that
maybe,
it?
maybe.
a study that
Maybe.
says that
Maybe.
older people live longer that have grandchildren because it gives them something to
Gives
look
them something to
forward
live
to.
for. That's my parents
You know
right now.
something I saw that was ill? This is not completely off topic, but I saw there was I can't remember where this was, but they put a daycare program in a senior citizens home.
Fire and
and the grandparents were literally like, playing with the babies, and you see them getting on the foot. Some of them in wheelchairs, they still chasing around the kid and coming off the walker.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, it was
that's
kind
dope.
of.
Wow. That's dope.
It was
like
kind of
that.
revolutionary when you saw like.
They looking forward to the.
Yeah.
They look forward to seeing to spending time with.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like they eliminated like they got like the programs and we gonna knit and we gonna do this and puzzle. They got rid of all of that and they got them just with babies running around like little toddlers running around the place, and the older people were just like, oh, this is. Yeah, everybody was having a good time. They playing games, they singing songs.
That's nice.
That you just made me think of that. With maybe that's what it is.
I get what you're saying, but I was never really a big fan of diapers, bro. That just
Wow.
not a fan of diapers.
That's the deal breaker. Diapers.
Yeah, that's like the
Are you even
the
changing?
No more
diaper
babies.
genie
Diapers?
and all that
No more
shit.
babies.
Not really, but sometimes.
Look at him. Let's see. He ain't even changed. That's
Not really.
That's
Nah,
why.
nah,
So
bro.
how do you find a woman at this stage in life, at this stage of success?
Yeah,
How do you
facts.
find a woman that you trust enough to have a kid with?
You gauge it,
Based on what? How do you gauge it?
You just know. It's like me saying, yo, how do you find a real friend or a real nigga or someone to be cool? You gauge it, bro. It's like
Yeah, but you're the same dude who just had a whole revolution because all the people you gauged before got you changing into this new guy.
It does get
I
sketchy.
didn't gauge him properly. I said I didn't gauge a lot of people properly. It's like I gave a lot of chances and I did a lot of shit that I shouldn't have did. But you just play it by ear, bro. You just know, like when
Feed off energy.
feed off energy. I don't know if I would like to think that who I have kids with in the future is gonna be the same person I'm gonna have kids with forever. But like I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. I just know that at some point as I get older and even in my 50s and 60s, I'm probably gonna want to start again and having a small kid. Just being honest with you, that's what I see. I see me having a small kid even at 55, 60 years old, like you know what I mean?
Oh, horny nigga.
Not necessarily, honestly, it's not even about.
You're gonna be a movie star by then, bro. Listen,
It ain't
you're
about
gonna be a
that.
movie star by then. You understand?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You're gonna be a
It ain't
movie
about
star by
that.
then.
Stupid.
You about to do Bad Boys. You about to do
60. That's an old horny nigga. What you talking about?
No, but he gonna
Nah, bro.
be a movie star
Shout
by
out to
then.
De Niro and Pacino.
Them niggas have the kids, right?
I love that shit for them though, because
Yeah.
I already know. Like I seen Robert De Niro talking about his daughter in the interview, and he shed a tear at his age and says, "Yo, my daughter, she makes me smile. She gives me a reason to live at this age, bro. Like when you get that old and you did everything, and it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Live life.
It's like, bro, now you starting again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like, but I
I
know
get
how
what you're saying.
I know how I feel when I see my 2-year-old. He about to be 2, but how I feel when I'm with him. You know what I'm saying? It's special. It's like, damn, bro. Like, I love going in the pool with them, and you know what I'm saying? Like, little, then they small like that, bro, and it's like they love you different, bro. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Like,
One day they gonna get old enough to
to what?
challenge you in the pool,
And he
gonna
gonna swap
wrestle
out.
with you.
He
They
gonna
gonna mess up your shoulder. They gonna try to jump you. Like, I be having to put my boys down. Like, nah, I'm still a big
You got
dog.
5.
Huh?
You got
5.
You got 5. That's good. enough.
What's that? I feel like there's something underneath the want for that kind of unconditional love, especially
Right.
with what you've been going through as you've transitioned and your fame has leveled up. I feel like there's something here where
What are you
Joyner
are you
Lucas
correcting something?
is always looking forward to the unconditional running to you, daddy, the unconditional love part
Right.
that you can't get from adults. So even from what you're saying now, when the kids get to a certain age, you're not going to trust them to give you that same kind of love, so you're going to want to start all over.
No, I'm
again.
not saying that I don't
Not
trust
trust in a bad. I'm not saying
But
trust.
it's not gonna be the same feeling.
right. It
Not
won't be the same.
feeling.
Yeah.
But you, what is that? Where you feel like I feel like there's something underneath where you need that.
What does fatherhood mean to you? What is it?
For me, it's really fatherhood. What it means to me is to do everything. It's to be there for, for my kids the way that, mine wasn't there for. You know, I had an amazing stepfather.
Right.
You know, my stepfather, he filled a lot of the void. You know what I mean? But I think that, you know, just feeling like that unconditional love that you were talking about, you know, feeling that unconditional love from, you know, your kid who loves you for you. You know what I'm saying? Just genuinely love, don't give a fuck about nothing else, but just loves you for you. You know what I mean?
Do you think adults are incapable of that?
What do you mean?
Do you think adults are incapable
Of loving
you for you unconditional?
No, but I think that there's a special innocence about small children.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Where it's like it almost reminds me of like dogs in a way. You know, it sounds weird, right? I don't know.
No, I can see that. I can see
that. Fucking kids, but when you see animals or dogs, it's like, you know, that they're like innocent, like
It's
they
innocent.
don't know you know what I mean? It's like when young kids, they're just so innocent, and it's just like they just love you for you.
They don't know that you don't have money, have money.
Yeah, they don't
got
care
a car,
about
don't
that.
have
They
a
don't
car.
give a
It's
fuck
the
about
time.
that.
Right.
For them, it's all about
For
the
them,
time.
it's all about the time. It's all about the love. It's all about, you know, what they can do for you. All my son does is want to make me shit all day. Dad, look at this gun I made you. This motherfucker be making me guns out of Legos and shit.
Yo,
You know, me and him have that bond. He knows I love guns. Yeah. He loves guns. Like, it's just in his blood. Like, the nigga loves guns. He made me a gun for my birthday out of Legos where he took a little, you know, little laser pointers, and he taped the shit to the side, and he made me a gun with a laser on the shit.
Wow.
At 7 years old. And I'm like, bro, that's innovative, bro. Like, that's
As a baby ghost gun.
That's
yo, that shit
innovative.
is fire. You know what I'm saying? But
But the thought behind it was
the thought behind it was, I just want to make you happy. You know what I'm saying? I know you love guns. This is like, I made this for you.
Yeah.
You know, oh, Dad, look, I drew this picture for you. You know, this is the picture. It's me and him. And, you know, I love you, Dad. You know, thank you for everything you've done for me. Shit like that, you're not getting that from your fucking 21-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? You're getting that from a small child that really, you know, and it's like that feeling that I get is something I don't ever want to stop. I don't ever want that shit to stop. And I try to convince him that, yo, you should have more fucking kids.
But check.
Huh?
So, this is no,
all you niggas, bro.
Listen, the pain in it though, right? Is like he has his second son, right? For one day, and then has to go on tour for like fucking like 40 some days or whatever.
Yeah.
So your kid just born, and now you gotta leave. And you know, like, if you had a kid, you don't see him for 3 days, shit changes so quick. So my daughter, his son, we had him around the same time. So as we're trying to get to where we're going, we're missing all these empty spots in their lives. Missing Father's Day and missing this and missing that and missing
birthday,
this. Just endless amounts of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, yo, I gotta leave. Every time I see her, I gotta say goodbye, basically. Right? Because I'm gone for 2-3 weeks, and then I gotta come back. Right? And then I gotta rebuild this bond back with my kid, right? So that's a sacrifice in it too. Like, he wants to have, you know, he might be chasing this, but it's also like we've got these big voids every time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That does get tough.
Traveling, touring, you know, shot movie. You know, that shit was, movies are, you know, big projects,
long time.
right? So went to Atlanta for weeks at a time. Last year he did the Mark Wahlberg shit. Just shot Bad Boys 4. That was endless
big
amounts of time.
Oh, yeah, that's
Big saying.
Speaking of Bad Boy 4,
what were you about to say? It felt like were you about to say something?
I was about to say that maybe it's maybe because I've missed so many pivotal points, and I've missed so much
could be
time
that.
sometimes in my kids' life that I feel like I want to get it back.
Yeah.
So it's like I be thinking about, like, damn, I want eventually one more kid. I'm not talking about now, you know what I'm saying? It could be in the next 5-10 years, but I know that when I have
Missed
them,
a lot of times.
I want to have.
It's corrected.
I want to
Okay.
correct it. I want to be there more. You know what I'm saying? I want to, like, start from scratch type shit.
And that's some shit
And
that
with
nobody can teach
parenting,
you.
ironically, you kind of get better
You know.
every go around.
You know? But
It's like you know better.
what I had as an example of an actual father wasn't really good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the time, the things that I wanted out of my sperm donor, I couldn't get. You know what I mean? So it was like, you know, maybe I'm trying to you know,
Replace it, do it.
maybe I don't want my kids to feel that, or maybe I want to do it the right way and change the generation. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Is your biological still alive?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
When you say unfortunately, why? Why unfortunately?
I just feel like certain people. I feel like certain people just shouldn't have the opportunity to live. I feel like certain people shouldn't be fathers.
I can see that.
I feel like certain people just are like so beyond like pieces of shits that certain people shouldn't even be living.
You know, I felt a lot of anger towards my father.
Likewise.
And, you know, he was around, but he wasn't around. So when I would run into him, it was like running into a homeboy. So I was like, you know, what's up? What you doing? What you been up to? Yo, I had beef last week, son. I had the joint on me. When I was loading it up, I shot the dresser. I'm telling my pops these stories. You know what I'm saying? And I got to a point where when I finally had a son, a lot of resentment towards him came out because it was like, you never taught me about this. You never showed me how to do this. You never showed. And now I'm here, young dad, and I still ain't got your guidance. And for a long time, I was angry. But one day, I came to the realization that, yo, I like who I am. I love who I am. Had this man been in my life, I might not be who I am. So I'm grateful for the life that you helped make, and I'm grateful for who I became. And I let all that anger go because it's not good for you to hold on to that. It's really not good for you to hold on to that. Life might put you in a position where you have to look through his eyes, and you don't want to do that.
I feel like that perspective is something that wouldn't apply to the situation. I mean, in certain situations, I feel like that may, you know, there's some things that are salvageable. But I mean, when I get a phone call from my aunt, who's the only aunt that I talk to on that side, I be hoping that she calling to tell me that nigga dead.
Why?
That's just how I feel.
Damn.
That's how I feel.
Bro, you gotta let that go. You gotta let it go.
They wasn't taught how to love. That's what I learned coming up.
Everyone got their own. Everyone got their own experience. And,
Yeah, it's the same deal with my pops. His pops didn't really fuck with him.
I'm cool with him now. I'm cool with him now, but he just wasn't taught how to love.
There's levels of certain shit where it's like, you know, my shit don't stem from, you know, my shit stem from a deeper place. Pause. You know, it stem from, you know, put it like this. You have a fallout with him, and that's your man's. And I could be like, yo, that's your man's, bro. Forgive your man. But if you told me that nigga's snitching, I can't say that.
Oh, not me, no.
Right?
I'm having life.
But what I'm telling
Not
you,
even in a
what I'm
hypothetical.
telling you is there's levels.
That facts.
Right.
I'm telling you there's levels, right? Because I could just say a broad statement. You just looked at me and you said, you got to let that go. That's a broad statement. I can tell you, yo, you can forgive your man. But I don't know that nigga's a snitch, right? And we know that there's certain code that, you know what I'm saying, like that shit's unforgivable, right? Just what it is. And so I'm telling you that there's levels to that situation.
Well, I'm telling you for your sake.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to be best friends or you
Yeah,
got to
even forgive him.
appreciate
He's not telling you forgive him.
but for you yourself,
Yeah.
the anger, you gotta.
But it's traumatizing, depending on how you came
I
up.
like it.
Or what you
You
saying
like it.
I
coming-
like the anger.
I think he used it as fuel because now he a good dad, and
like
he gives his children, like what you were saying, he gives his children
I like
things
that.
that
Yeah.
that again he knows now, right? Like I don't want to be that, I want to be this.
Right.
So he's channeling it all the time anyway. You know what I mean? But I think everyone's got their own situation. You know what I mean?
I'm saying carrying something like that, life has a way of turning the mirror around. You know what I mean? God forbid any of us should ever get in a situation where, just a hypothetical, one of us got to go to jail. We got to go do some time. You don't know the feelings that child is going to have. You dig what I'm saying? You don't know what
It's like
could
selfish
develop.
thinking. You're not thinking about
Right.
Understood.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Life has a way of turning that mirror around when you hold on to shit. I'm just saying, best bet, bro. I'm not saying I don't know what he did, but you can't carry that.
I do. And I don't have a problem carrying it. I think it is what it is. It's like, that's probably one of the only things that I carry. That's just one of the only things that I never let go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever that comes with, or whatever the mirror turn around, or whatever, and I deal with that shit when it comes time to deal with it. But, that's a situation that fuels me to be the best father that I could be. You know what I mean? Right. To do everything the right way. You know?
The anger's not fueling you.
Fueling positive.
The love in you is fueling that.
Yeah.
It's not the anger. Trust me.
But I
Trust me.
mean,
Like
that's-
my pop's still around. I speak to him probably like every 5 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
But I'm not angry at him.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm more like, just be a grandfather at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You never beat that nigga up?
I thought about it plenty of
You
times.
never did?
Nah. I say the most I did was I confronted him.
You never
And
beat him up?
Nah.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah.
Just once, or?
Yeah. That's all I needed.
But you
One
haven't
time.
let it. You haven't let it go.
No,
I'm guessing he was abusive.
that too.
Yeah, forgiving him is not doesn't have to be on the table, but letting it go to an extent. I understand holding on to things that fuel you. I get that,
Yeah.
right? I got that in a positive note. My father gave me a lot of things that fuel me now. Trying to make him proud fuels me a lot. A lot. I think about what he would think if I did this, or if I was doing that. What would my father say? I think about shit like that. So I
That's if you
understand.
was brought up a certain kind of
My
way.
father was the best man I've ever met. He's the best man I've ever
Solid.
known.
I wish I
Period.
had that.
And
Yes.
I've always believed your father is the only man who wants better for you than himself. The only man who will wish you to be better than him is your
I
father.
wish it was like that.
You're like that with your kids. As much as he's the opposite, you're like that with your kids. I can see that already. You want them to be everything they can be and as happy as
100%.
possible.
100%.
That's all there is
But
to
that's
it.
what real. I mean, if you a real man, if you a real nigga, then that's just in you.
I'm not
That's
bro.
something that's instilled in you. Bro.
I completely
Feel
agree
me?
with you. What I'm saying is, I'm with Math. I think there's more love that fuels you to be a good father.
I agree.
I also think fathers teach you shit. I think yours taught you what not to do.
1,000,000%.
My father told me people in this world teach you two things: what to do and what
On the
not to
highest degree, though, of what
Right.
not to do. On
Right.
the highest degree that there is of what not to do. You know what I mean?
do. I don't know if I think you carrying versus just remembering. I think maybe it's just it feels like a warning on your shoulder.
A what?
Here's what a warning on your shoulder. Like here's what I'm never gonna be like. This is the thing I'm never gonna do in life.
But if you feel a level of distrust from someone like your father, so your parents,
Yeah,
right?
you can't.
Right.
can't
I mean,
yeah.
that's just
you never forget that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You're not supposed to forget that.
that's the root.
That's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
wild
So
There's just certain levels of shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just certain things. Like, there's certain, what would you consider, like, all right, let's say you go to jail, right? What are certain things that somebody just gotta get dealt with for? You in there?
Don't try any no funny motions.
No, somebody coming in there, somebody new in jail,
Right.
and this person was convicted of some shit or whatever. What are some of the things that this motherfucker like?
Any type of rape, molestation, anything.
Those are no-fly zones, right?
No-fly zones.
No matter what, right?
No matter what.
All right.
Understood.
Leave it right there.
So all right.
Understood.
So all right.
Understood.
There's levels. You feel me? So
Right.
it's like that's my point. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, all right.
Gotta leave that.
It's interesting that you come from that background and you started out your own words as a trusting person who gives second chances. Even the conversation you had with Shah that you let us read,
Yeah.
that's not, that conversation doesn't come from a cold person.
Of course not. I don't think you gotta understand, like, I gotta be pushed there. You feel me? Like, and then once I'm there, it's all out. Fuck you, like, on every level. And it's like, there's no coming back from that.
Not now, I'm busy killing my
Real
old
shit.
self.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
All right, that's where we at now. All right.
I think somewhere deep inside me there's a cold nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like a cold nigga inside me that I don't like want to tap into. You know what I'm saying? But he's there. You know what I'm saying? I try to be as positive as I can be and put light into the world, even with messages and music videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to become the cold nigga that I know that I am due to trauma. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I look at that album cover and I see the blood and I see the, now I'm busy and I see all that shit, it's like when I say I killed a part of me that is so forgiving, and I look in the mirror and I see like a cold nigga sometimes, you know what I'm saying? That's real shit. But I try not to tap into that side because I got kids, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I want to be a good father, you know what I'm saying? A good person. I want to put positive energy and light and shit into the world and all that. But I just don't ever want to go to that dark place because I don't know if I can just snap out of that shit once I'm in there. You know?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
First of all, thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
You didn't have to say none of that. And so thank you for even trusting this space with something like that.
For sure.
Much appreciated. And I'm sure there's somebody out there who's watching this, God forbid, maybe going through close to the same thing and had no idea before today that the guy who made all these great introspective songs and all this borderline happy, funny music with Will Smith, some of these great upbeat songs, has all this darkness and carrying all this weight from all these things. So I'm happy that you shared that so people can relate, right? Super happy about that.
Well, I pray that God grants you the strength to continue being a light to the world because that's what you have there.
Thank you.
Shows it in the art too, man.
Yeah.
See anything he create, it's powerful, man.
Sure.
It's powerful shit.
So how did Will come about?
Oh,
I want to know that. I want to know that. That's one of my favorite. I want to know that. How did Will come about?
Song?
Right.
Yeah, in the video.
That was the last record he did on the album.
Kobe Bryant passed away.
Wow.
And I spent about a year trying to create a record for Will because he was somebody that I look up to.
Right.
And somebody I admire. And I feel like he gets enough respect. He's not talked about enough. Maybe now he is, but at the time he wasn't, right?
Right.
And I wanted to create something showing that, and then I never really got around to it. And then Kobe died.
passed, yeah.
And then I was like, damn, like if that shit was Will, that shit would fuck me up that I never got a chance to create something that hopefully he could see and then really feel that love, you know what I'm saying? So I immediately went into creating the Will record. And same shit, video in my head, I knew that if you listen to that song, there's no cursing.
yeah.
I know
He don't curse
shit.
in none of his raps.
Up until
The
now,
future.
I got some shit.
Oh, you got to join with?
I got Will on some shit. But he will go
On this project?
Nah, not on this project. I got Will stepping out of his comfort zone a little bit.
In the
type
stash.
shit. He got him stepping out of his comfort zone a little bit type shit, you know. But there's no curses on there. And it's in order of all the movies and the shows. All of that is in order, right? You can see it goes from the Fresh Prince and it goes into Bad Boys, and then it goes down the pipeline of everything.
iRobot, all that shit.
iRobot, right? So not only did I have to write it with no swears, but I also had to write it in that order, and I also had to make it fun. So I chose a beat that was fun and it wasn't too serious, and it was just something that, and then I shot the video, and I had a bet with this motherfucker that he wasn't gonna respond or see it for like a whole day. It took that nigga 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. He reached out
It was
to
fast.
me. Next
The
thing
minute
you
it
know,
dropped,
yeah.
it was like gone.
Next thing you know, he's on the remix, and then we developed a friendship from there, and then he became a mentor. Spent a lot of time, go to his house, chop it up, kick it with him, his kid. Put me in Bad Boys 4, one of the most dopest people I ever met, bro. And he's exactly the same as you would picture him on a Fresh Prince or whatever. He's the same nigga. He was exactly the same person. He's funny, he's full of life, he's got jokes, he's cool. Same nigga, you know what I mean? So I'm happy that I got to do that.
Salute on that.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna go into lyricism, and we're gonna be here for another 3 hours.
All right.
I think the car should be pulling up around, he's on his way to me. Sure. Car's here? He's here?
Oh, the car's here. Oh, okay.
Car's
Let's
here.
get these photos.
We can skate if you want.
Let's get the
Or you can ask one
Go
more
ahead.
question. It's up to you.
He said the car is here. Did you
Yeah, I
ask me
know,
anything?
but
I'm saying you wanna focus in on like last few questions you got.
No, it's going because I'm gonna ask about writing.
Let's not go
How
into
many songs
writing.
on this project?
The songs on the project, we got 17,
16, right?
16.
16?
About
Yeah.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
16 songs?
16
What's
songs.
your top 5?
Top 5 songs on the project.
Yeah.
The Three Little Pigs, which is about police brutality. The Three Little Pigs being the 3 police officers.
Right.
The wolf being the black man. That music video.
It's crazy.
dropped.
Yo, the whole concept is wild. And it's clean.
The Three
So a
Little
kid could
Pigs-
watch it.
Three Little Pigs book is about to drop.
Crazy.
Three Little Pigs app, a game.
Game. A runner. The wolf running away from the pigs.
Yeah, this shit crazy.
Yeah. Like Subway surfing and shit. Yeah,
that
it's
shit
crazy.
fire.
Wow.
So Three Little Pigs.
Yeah.
I'm ill.
I'm ill. Yeah.
That's what the Lisa sample. Can you feel the beat within my heart? Yeah. Waiting on this.
Best for me is in there too.
Best for me.
Broski's in there.
And
too.
Broski. I'm just gonna say those 5, yeah.
What's your top 5 features?
That I've ever done.
Yeah, you ever done?
Probably Marshall, because that's like, that's the homie.
Yes.
And that's like legendary shit.
I thought you would have said that Will record first.
Will, that's 2. That's legendary shit. Both of those 2. Legendary features between that. Shit.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris Brown. That's the homie. We got a couple records together. So Chris would be 3. Shit.
Cole.
J. Cole. How could I forget my brother Cole?
Yeah.
J. Cole.
Damn.
You just flexing right now, dog. You see
I'm
what
not
I'm
flexing.
Yeah, nah, definitely a
flexing right
flex.
now.
You thought of Cole, nigga? I forgot about motherfucking the record with Cole.
Right.
How you gonna bring up Cole and say he should
Because I know it's there.
know,
He's like, think
right.
about for you to forget.
fuck you talking about?
The list is crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That is.
The list is crazy.
That's you flexing.
Yeah, nigga, you
this is
flexing.
crazy.
No, I'm not flexing, nigga. And probably X.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
that's going.
Yeah, probably X.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
To the
Nah,
dog.
I saw what you did with Tori,
Yeah.
and you guys like sparring. Are we gonna see you do that with other artists in the future?
Yeah, I don't mind it. I thought it was fun type
Yeah.
shit. You feel me? Like, I thought that shit was fun. But I think niggas is like, like sensitive and shit nowadays. So it's like, find the artist to do that shit with and have a good time and like go back and forth.
Right.
Someone got to take that.
Right. It was
Someone's
fun.
gonna take it personal.
Yeah, it was fun. It was funny because it was with Tori, and it's like Tori's a funny guy, and it was like there was nothing serious about that. It was
Right.
all really just us having a good time. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But there's not too many niggas that's gonna really go out and jump back and forth and let you talk your shit on a record. It's like battle rapping, bro.
That's what That's why I thought you
I
was
had
in a
a
battle
battle
rap from that moment.
You and nah, I'm just nice like that. You feel me? I was watching MATHHOFFA freestyles and I was got in my bag real quick.
Dope.
Shit. But yeah, it's the same shit, just over a song format. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you're not gonna meet too many people that's gonna let you like do shit like that. And he was going in, he was talking personal shit. He was doing research on me, and but I don't take it personal because like it's some music shit. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But yeah, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, it could be another time where I get to kind of flex and be on my shit.
Would you do a Legends Only?
What's that?
The joint I did with me versus Method Man.
What's that?
We battling.
I never seen it.
You never saw it?
Let me send you the link.
I show it to you.
Thank God
That's
you
so
can
true.
actually rap. I'm really glad you can actually rap. You're one of the few cases where we can point out that lyricism and actual talent sells. You're one of the few guys we can actually point to and go, nah, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Facts.
No, he can do that. No, that's not true. Nobody buys lyrics.
The song don't gotta be 2 minutes.
Well, yo, I really, honestly, when it comes to the show, it's funny what you said and y'all were arguing about structure. I really broke all the structure rules. I'm not racist. That record ain't no fucking chorus.
Facts.
There's no
That's
hook.
facts. No,
It's 6 minutes.
it was really two niggas battling each other.
The verses were 3 minutes.
That's why I
verses
said,
were
but
3 minutes apiece.
You got a couple of joints where it's two
Yeah.
people.
Right. ISIS, there was no chorus in that.
Right.
That record's like 3 times platinum. A lot of the records of Stranger Things with Chris Brown, there's no fucking chorus in that. Me and him just going back and forth.
They're going back and forth on the record.
So a lot of these songs, there's no chorus.
That's
So
probably
you just
platinum
put it
too.
in.
The new joint with Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Same structure.
Well, there's a hook on
What
that.
is the hook on that?
Right. But
There's
but
definitely
it's
a hook.
still
You're
like
talking about the conversation.
The perspective.
The perspective shit.
it still sounds like a battle.
Yo, shout out to Jelly Roll.
Oh,
It
yeah,
sounds-
that's
it
what I'm
could
saying,
be a battle,
Yeah.
Yo, Jelly, if you see this,
Come on through.
Jelly will come on the show. He's one of the most
I
down
interviewed
to
him
earth,
before. He was
dopest
he's a
niggas
great
in the world.
dude.
Great guy,
dude.
bro.
Super, like you said, down to earth and all.
Great
Jelly
fucking
Roll,
guy.
if you see this, I know you.
He's like family at this point, bro. Shout out to my brother.
I will
Jelly
call
Roll,
your
yeah.
family and tell them, tell them to bring his ass up here.
Call Jelly.
Since you-
He does that thing where he turns his phone off for a couple days and he just be with his family. He's doing that right now.
Do you do that?
He
Yeah.
fasts from his phone. I should do that, but I don't.
Yeah.
I should.
Well, since we talking about calling friends, call M and tell him I did not write none of that Benzino shit.
What?
Okay?
I
It was
don't-
not me. My name got brought up in that. It wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. All right.
I let him know.
What's it? Oh, this is gonna be out by then, right?
March 27th.
But I am going on tour on
You're going to May 11th to June 16th.
May
And then
11th, June 16th.
Festival, hometown, Massachusetts, 10,000.
You want to talk about Cole real quick before I get out of
22nd,
here?
June 22nd.
Yeah, I want to know if we could see you and Cole do that.
Do what? What?
No.
we
We not going it.
Hold up, nigga.
We not going it. We not going
What,
it.
nigga?
Nah, what you did with Tory?
Oh, nah. Cole's not a TikTok. Cole ain't gonna do. We're not gonna do that. I wouldn't do that with Cole.
How would you feel if J. Cole jumped on a record with you and said he was the best rapper alive?
With Cole?
Yeah,
I would agree with him.
you would agree.
Yeah, bro. I think a lot. Yo, honestly, a nigga like me, bro. I don't feel like I'm the best rapper alive. I don't never been like I'm the best rapper alive. A lot of these motherfuckers could say that and actually be that. Cole
Right.
is a fucking.
Cole
can say that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Marshall could say that. A lot of niggas could say that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Wayne can say that.
Right.
Wayne has said that.
Right.
I'm not disputing that. Like Wayne is fucking incredible, bro.
Yeah.
It's like but I think it's subjective. So like what they believe versus what other people believe versus what you may believe. I believe that Cole could be the best rapper alive. I believe that Hov could be the best rapper alive. Shit, sometimes I think Drake could be the fucking best rapper. Drake got bars, nigga.
Yeah, facts.
He be saying some shit sometimes to make me start fucking like, damn, this nigga different, bro. You know what I mean? Like, so Drake, but I think that it really just depends, on who's saying it. But I would never mind somebody jumping on a record saying that. That's what they believe. That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
He's not a battle rapper,
I
though.
strike you as the type of nigga that'd be like.
No, he think
No,
you're he
no,
keep going to the battle. He thinks you
I
battle
just
rap.
got this, the J. Cole shit. I'm like, nah, son.
You think
I've
what?
seen him violate too many niggas, and I'm like, nah,
What
son.
you mean? What you mean?
And then like jump on the track and be like, yeah, I'm gonna just smoke you and your
features.
shit.
Talking about like on features.
Yeah, how you jumps on features and talks about
violate you.
smoking people in features. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
While he's on the feature with him.
you know what I'm saying? It's like a stick-up kid sitting next to you, like, yeah, I'm looking for a chain tonight. You know what I mean?
I see what you're
Like,
saying.
nah, son, that shit is violation.
Yeah, I know
That shit is violation. But I get the respect. How long before you feel like that?
I don't know if I'll ever feel like that. I think it's not really up to me to say that or to decide that, right?
That's not true.
Well, in my opinion, brother.
Yeah, no, it's not true. You're wrong. You're wrong. It's 100% up to you. It's up. I can understand outside validation.
What do you mean?
I can understand somebody. I can understand the masses agreeing that yes, he is. I can understand outside validation, but it starts with you believing it.
Right, but it's like I'm just not built like that.
Okay.
I'm not built to think that I'm the greatest at anything. I think I just do what I do well. Like, you know what I mean? Like I take pride in what I do for sure. Yeah. But I'm not built to be the nigga. I'm the best. Like I just never been built to say that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not me to say that.
I don't know, man. On that live with Tori, you was like, yeah, but I'm better than you.
That's where the banter and the talking shit and the having fun and shit.
Right.
Went back and forth, but
it ain't his like moral compass to be like the best, right? He's just be him. Like
right.
he's gonna be him, and that's gonna be great. And
right.
there'll be someone else who does them, and they'll be great, and this person will be great.
But when someone tries to validate me, though, that's when nigga Joyner thinks he's hot, but he's not hot. Then that's when that's when you get activated. You know what I'm saying? I get activated, right?
Yeah, yo, he started that shit.
I'm not walking around.
He did start that shit. It wasn't him.
Put my name in a list and said I'm better than such and such, right? I never went and said, So again, I'm not out here saying that I'm the best, whatever. I think shit, I might be considered far from that, but there's a lot of people
that would say you're top 5.
Core audience that would argue with you and tell you why I'm their top 5, right? And it's like
100%.
I don't think about it though. I just do what I do, and it's like, and maybe in the next 5-10 years, I'll see a statue or some shit, and then I'll be like, oh shit, and then I'll be like, damn, maybe I am. I don't know, but I don't really. Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
Are you writing movies?
No, it's a lot that goes into a movie, but I think that at some point I would like to make one. And if I do make one, it's probably going to be it's going to be a horror movie. I really love horror movies.
I can see that.
I want to make like a horror movie, and I don't know, I don't know, but it's going to be a horror movie.
Broski the movie.
He's writing a script for that though. He's writing a script. Yeah. It's just not at movie level or TV production level. But he's been.
If there's a barbershop scene, you know where to come to.
For
Oh
sure.
As soon as I get a barbershop scene, we got you.
I would shoot a video here too. This shit hard.
All right, well, you can't threaten us with a good time, Playboy.
Pause, baby.
Pause.
Baby.
How is that a pause?
Thank you for pausing that.
You can't threaten us with a. How is that a pause?
Good time.
I'm done. I'm finished.
Why did the good time have to involve?
Yeah, I'm finished. I'm done. I'm finished.
Yo, listen, join the Lucas, y'all.
Yeah, join the Lucas.
Thank you. I appreciate it.